Dillman Scott Funeral Home, El Compadre Mexican Restaurant, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, Hoosier Hardware, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County Casa, Paoli Health and Living Community, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Summers Seamless Guttering, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Whitfield Investments, and the Orange County Community Foundation. Now, let's head to the action. This is Mix 95.3 WUME, your home for local sports.
After 2 weeks at home and coming off a big homecoming win over Eastern Green last Friday night, where senior Dane Padgett tied the school record for the most touchdowns in a single game with 5, the Paoli Rams look to carry that momentum out on the road tonight as they've traveled south to take on Patoka Lake Athletic Conference foe, the Crawford County Wolfpack, in week number 7 of the high school football season. Good evening, everybody, from Breeden Field on the campus of Crawford County Junior High School. I'm Dave Dedrick, along with Bert Pettico, and it's time now for Rams football on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com, and ask Alexa to play 95.3 WUME. Our pregame show brought to you by Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time. The Rams go after win number 5 of the season and look to extend their winning streak to 4 in a row and remain in the number 2 spot in the PLAC standings. However, Bert, tonight they face off with possibly the feel-good team of the season in Indiana high school football, Crawford County Wolfpack, who have already won 4 games to tie the most wins already in one season in school history, a team with its first ever 4-game winning streak and been a factor for the first time in PLAC play. Plus, on top of that, 9 seniors are being honored in their final home game of this regular season.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where, you'll be talking to somebody about either Paoli or Valley football, and somewhere in the conversation at some point, Crawford County has come up, and nobody can believe, they're winning football games, and they're doing it just by coming out and playing. They seem to have the kids interested. They've got a bunch of seniors that are out this year. I know the coach had a nice little sit-down, heart-to-heart with some of the boys over the summer, and he got some productivity out of them, and it's shown on the field. They're playing a better brand of football and a more competitive brand of football at that. So this is a game that Paoli favored to win, but you've got to come out and win it. They're going to see a lot of similarities as far as what Paoli does versus what Crawford County does, especially on the offensive side of the ball, because they're basically going to run the same offense, the same looks, that sort of thing. And, neither team's going to be unfamiliar with what the other team's doing. It's just a matter of which one does it better.
Coming into a game again where, Bert, the Rams will have the advantage with their speed and quickness.
Oh, definitely. And it's going to be that way just about every game because, I've said it a couple of times on air already about Dane Padgett. He's just going to be the best athlete, the most gifted athlete on the field just about every night. Thornton, he's not too far behind, and he's really starting to play well out of that other halfback spot. And it really shows in the way that Paoli is going about their business because now, instead of just featuring Padgett only, they can get Thornton involved.
Paoli Rams take on conference foe, the Crawford County Wolfpack. The Wolfpack come in 4-2 overall in the conference, tied for second with Paoli at 2-1. Come in with head coach Nick Stroud in his second year. They average 25 points per ball game and give up 26.5. The Rams have head coach Neil Dittmer 4-2, also 2-1 in conference play. For Coach Dittmer, going after win number 46 of his career in his 6th year at the helm of Rams football. Paoli averages just over 34 points per ball game and give up just under 20 as they look to continue their winning streak and build that up to 4 here tonight. And it would be a big one on the road against Crawford County. Had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Stroud of Crawford County and Neil Dittmer of Paoli. We'll get their thoughts on tonight's matchup when we return. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
When you suffer the loss of a loved one, you can count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli. They have a 55-year history of serving the needs of families in Orange and surrounding counties. They provide only the best professional services in the most compassionate manner to care for you during this difficult time. You can always count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home as generations of families have done for many years. Call 812-723-2276 today. We're here when you need us the most. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Hey, Dad, can I get a ride to Hoosier Hills Credit Union?
Bet.
What?
Don't be the Lulu. You know I got that Riz.
Ew!
We're not always hip on the new lingo, but at Hoosier Hills Credit Union, we do understand the need to teach teens about responsible spending. That's why we offer the Smart Spending Account. They'll get a free debit card, no monthly fee, and no minimum balance. Plus, there's incentives when your teen volunteers or has a job. Learn more about our Smart Spending Account at HoosierHills.com. Slay! Federally insured by NCUA.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Nick Stroud of Crawford County joins us now as his team ready to host Paoli tonight in this conference matchup as we already week number 7 of the high school football season. Coach Stroud, a great season so far for the Wolfpack, a big night as well because it's senior night for you taking on Paoli tonight.
Oh, yeah, big game. Seniors been looking forward to this game. It's a big deal to them, having this their last home game. They're all pumped up, ready to go.
Coach, you've had a special season already, and you could even make it more special. What's been the turnaround this year at Crawford County?
Well, we kind of, I don't know, it started with rebranding. So I don't know if you've noticed, but we used to always have orange helmets. We changed to white, got new jersey, updated some things to kind of show these players that we're taking this serious, and that kind of turned it around, and we had a great group of guys in the off-season starting in January in the weight room. And I think that's really been the difference is our seniors who have bought in since then and putting in the time and work that it takes.
And, of course, Coach, it helps when you win some ball games, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You've got those 4 in a row. What was the key there to that winning streak?
After Slitzko, we knew Slitzko would be a good team, but then we knew those 4, we could get them. And it was just trying to get these guys to believe it because they've won. Kind of got to teach these kids how to win and how to compete in close games, and really couldn't tell you what kind of change, but these guys started believing in each other and in themselves. And
you had that 4-game winning streak, Coach. Came to an end, though, last week against a very good Springs Valley team. Coaches always say you either win or learn. What did the Wolfpack learn from last week's matchup with Valley?
We learned we got to hold on to the dang football. I'm not saying we'd won if we take away our 3-4 fumbles we had, but it definitely would have been closer with the scoreboard. At least that's what I think. But you have 3 fumbles, you can't ever win a game. So that's what we learned. We learned that you're going to have to be physical all 48 minutes, not just pick and choose, because that Springs Valley team is a fit. So that's what we learned.
Coach, as we look at your ball club, if you would kind of tell us a little bit offensively, defensively, what do you try and do out on the field?
Yeah, so we switched it up. Last year was kind of a hodgepodge, just thrown together, but this year we decided to, and I'm not going to say we stole anything from Paoli's book, but we decided to go with triple option just because I felt like it get us the edge. Works out, so that's what we kind of did on offense. And then on defense, mainly to stop the run, we switched to a 4-2-5 with we call them our safeties, but they're more like outside linebackers, kind of playing like a true 4-4 to stop the run. And that 4-game winning streak we had, I think we allowed less than 50 yards rushing a game. So it's the passing now that is kind of our issue. I've been really proud about how we've bought into these guys and how we're performing.
Third phase of the game, Coach, how have you done on special teams?
Yeah, that's always been an issue. When you got guys playing both ways, you really try to get some other guys and get them a break on special teams, but then you're jeopardizing some poor tackling. It's kind of been, if we can go for it on punt, let's go for it. If on kickoff, we practice different kind of kicks. If it goes out of bounds, so what? Decline the penalty, make us re-kick it again, and it's kind of like our thought on special teams.
What about your matchup with Paoli tonight, Coach?
Like our matchup, when the game keeps going on longer and longer, are we going to be physically and mentally tough the whole time? But I like our matchup. I think our guys match up well with theirs.
Coach, as we break it down offensively, defensively, what does the Wolfpack have to do to pick up the win here tonight?
Well, we got to have all our guys do their job. Too many times we have guys who want to be the hero and go make every tackle, and then they leave their assignment. Paoli's really good at making you wrong, so we've been stressing it all week. You just got to do your job, do your 111, trust the other guys will do theirs, and we'll be able to stop Paoli. And then offensively, we just got to play fast and physical.
Coach, as we talked about this top of this interview, it is senior night, so a special night for that group of young men because, as we talked about, you could have a winning season and also make a lot of noise in the conference when it's all said and done.
Yeah, we've been stressing on them, and I mean we've we've never beaten Paoli in the school history, and we're stressing that, and we're stressing that this is we're playing for second in the conference. Like, it's a big deal, and I think these guys they're pumped and they're ready to play.
Health-wise, how's the Wolfpack coming into tonight's matchup?
Some injuries here and there, nothing major, thankfully. In the weekends that we take it nice and easy, walk through, stretch and recovery lift, and things like that. So we've been blessed with injuries so far. And
Coach Stroud, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Thank you.
Head coach Nick Stroud of Crawford County. Stay tuned. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you. Springs Valley Bank and Trust. You'll love our helpful staff, our warm and smiling faces. Latest tools and services delivered by the friends you trust. We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you. Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
As we roll on with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Neil Dittmer joins us now. Rams back out on the road after being at home for 2 weeks, but it is a big road trip down south to take on conference foe in the Crawford County Wolfpack, having one of their best seasons in history. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But first, let's talk about the Rams, Coach, coming off a big homecoming victory last Friday night over Eastern Green.
Yeah, really good, solid win overall. We played very well offensively, defensively, with our special teams for most of the night. There's still some things to clean up, but a really good step in the right direction the last 3 weeks.
And again, another big first half for you, Coach. Got off to a great start and just kept rolling.
Yeah, we did. And that was important to us to get off to a fast start and let us get comfortable and confident and going, and we just continue to roll from there.
Well, you went to the spread early on and then to the run game.
We did. I thought we had an advantage in our spread game, getting the ball to our guys, our athletes out in space. And once we kind of loosened them up, that opened up the inside run game exactly how we wanted to go about it.
Even though you did give up 20 points, though, a couple of those touchdowns late in the game. Otherwise, a pretty solid effort by your defense.
Yeah, really great first half by our guys. Created 4 turnovers on the night. So really solid defensive effort. Some of those late scores come with some younger guys in that are just building some confidence and getting some reps in. And that's going to be important moving forward. But a really great job by our guys of understanding our game plan and going out and executing it.
Speaking of moving forward, that's what you're doing tonight, Coach. So practice, you went at it Monday through Thursday. How did your work go during those 4 days?
It was a good week. The heat was a little bit back on us this week again. It doesn't quite feel like October just yet. But we had a nice week of practice. Our guys are very cognizant of our game plan. I feel like it's two similar styles going up against one another. So it was kind of nice to see us against ourselves a little bit and how our guys were preparing and going about their business this week.
Talk about getting better each week. What things did you work on to get better for tonight's game?
It's all the little things, finishing blocks offensively, of making sure we're really sound on the backside with our close and climb with our backside guys, of our receivers and our slot backs understanding who's the pitch and who do I got to block from here. So it's just trying to chase the perfection on every single play, whether that be on offense or defense. We want to be able to be as perfect as possible, knowing that's highly unlikely to attain that. But if you can be perfect a lot of the night, that's going to be a really good night for you.
Tonight, the Rams match up with the Crawford County Wolfpack. Coach, as we mentioned, back out on the road, taking on a team in the Wolfpack, as we talked about, having their best season ever, already 4 wins, and like you, 2-1 in the conference play.
Yeah, right there, same record, same conference record. They've done a nice job of continuing to build that program. The kids are having really a lot of success over there, and those guys deserve it. A lot of those seniors that are on the field for them tonight have been on the field since they were freshmen. So they've gone through the ringer a little bit with the wins and losses, and now we're starting to see the benefits of what it means to stick it out and really to put in the work for a program.
And we've talked about before, Coach, with Crawford struggling, but whenever Crawford starts to improve in football, that makes the conference overall better.
100%. Anytime that your conference is better, it makes everybody better. Whether it's in conference play or for postseason play down the road, you just know that you're getting better looks. You're having to challenge yourself throughout the weeks, and really just makes the whole thing a whole lot better.
Let's break down this team from Crawford. Coach, offensively, what will they do tonight?
They're flex bone. They're going to be flex bone just like us. They're going to run the midline, the veer, and the outside veer with some pitch in that, and some rocket toss as well. Then they'll throw some play action pass at you if you're really starting to come up with your safeties and get involved with them in the run game. So you've got to stay over the top and be super gap sound. That's going to be the big difference for us. If we're not gap sound, we could be in some trouble all night long.
A team coach going to have some big dudes up front.
Oh, they're massive. Yeah, they're very large, and that proposes a challenge for us as well. We're not the biggest team in the world, and if they get hands on us, it could be a problem with with Messer at fullback and Fish at quarterback. That they can get down the field and they can really grind out a clock as well and limit the number of possessions that are available in the game and put some pressure on us.
Defensively, what do you expect out of them? How will you attack it?
It's a 4-4 look. They're going to have 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and 3 guys in the secondary. I think we've got to be able to spread them out, be able to attack the edges early on. Same thing as their offensive line. Those guys up front are big. They're difficult to move, so if we can make them run a little bit, get them running sideline to sideline, I think that opens up our inside run game.
Well, we've seen our athletes get out outside with their speed and quickness, so I assume that'll be the key tonight.
It will be. If we can get Cade and Colton and Dane and Justin and Tyler and Cooper out in space, we're going to be in really good shape because I like our matchups one-on-one in that area.
Will we spread it out tonight, Coach? Put the ball in the air?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's another night where we need to come out and mix in some of our inside run with our empty, just because I'm not sure how they're going to align to it. I don't know if they have the answer to covering us in space like that. So I think it's something that puts a whole lot of pressure on them defensively. So I really like our empty tonight.
Coach, your message to your team as you send them out on the field tonight?
It's small efforts. Play in, play out. Our small efforts. Are you doing your job consistently? Are you doing it for the guy next to you? And if you are, we're going to be in really good shape.
And it is a conference matchup.
It is. A chance to go to 3-1, solidify yourself as the second place team in conference for right now, and maybe have a shot still at a conference championship. And so you've got an opportunity there to really set a tone and to really continue to build as we've gone throughout this season.
Health-wise, how are the Rams coming into this game?
About the same as last week. A little dinged up still with some guys in the secondary. So we've got some younger guys in that are growing a little bit. Max is going to be out there again, and he's going to have to continue to step up as we go forward, as Ian and Emmett are still out.
Coach Dittmer, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. And your ball club have a good game tonight.
Thanks, Dave.
And Eleanor will take us to kickoff.
Go Rams, be excellent. Woo!
You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James. For the homestanding Crawford County Wolfpack at quarterback, number 5, Brody Fish, 6'3", 175, and a senior. The fullbacks, 23, Cade Messer, 5'11", 215, and a senior. The slot backs are number 4, Luke Copeland, 6'2", 175, a junior. Number 2, Tanner Chumley, 5'11", 170, and a senior. The ends tonight, number 6, Cam Pritchard, 5'9", 135, a junior, along with number 34, Tommy Barron, 5'10", 205, and a sophomore. The offensive line at left tackle, 66, Connor Morgan, 6 foot, 230, a senior. Left guards, 54, Isaac Adams, 5'10", 250, a senior. At center, number 77, Miller Crocker, 6'2", 275, a sophomore. Right guard, 71, Samuel Reidner, 6'4", 300, a senior. And right tackle, number 69, Caleb Tosh. He's 6 foot, 300, and a senior. 6 seniors, 3 juniors, and 2 sophomores start on the offense for the Wolfpack here tonight.
And here's the Paoli defense that will try to stop that Crawford County offense, a 3-4 as usual. Across the front line, you've got Dane Padgett, Don Garcia, and Wyatt Baker. Padgett, 6'3", 200, a senior. Garcia, 5'11", 230, and a senior. And Baker is 6 foot, 180, and a senior. At the linebacker spots on the left side, Justin Thornton and Tyler Hannon. Thornton, he's 6'2", 195, a junior. Hannon is 5'10", 190, and a senior. On the right side, Trey Robbins and Chase Case. Robbins, 5'10", 170, a junior. Case is 5'10", 150, and a junior. Your defensive backs at the corners, Cade Walls on one side, Colton Beckley on the other. Walls, 6'1", 165, a senior. Beckley, 6'2", 135, and a senior. And your safeties tonight, Max Cunningham on one side, Cooper Spires on the other. Cunningham, 5'7", 110, a sophomore. Spires, 6 foot, 180, and a senior. 7 seniors, 3 juniors, 1 sophomore start defensively for Paoli.
Take a look at that defense for Crawford County. Be a 4-4 at ends. Number 66, Connor Morgan, 6 foot, 230, a senior, and number 54, Isaac Adams, 5'10", 250, and a senior. Tackles are 71, Sam Reidner, 6'4", 300, a senior. And at number 74 tonight will be Russ Payne. He's 5'10", 340, and a senior. The linebackers on the outside, number 24, Carter Stevenson, 5'7", 165, a junior. On the right side, number 4, Luke Copeland, 6'2", 175, a junior. Inside linebackers, number 23, Caden Messer, 5'11", 215, a senior. And also number 55, Caden Jones, the leading tackler at 5'8", 235, and a senior. The quarterbacks are number 11, Aiden Robinson, 5'7", 150, a junior. Number 5, Brody Fish, 6'3", 175, a senior. And number 2, Tanner Chumley, is your free safety, as there are 9 seniors and 2 juniors starting. And for the Crawford County Wolfpack, they have a total of 7 two-way starters. When we continue with the Team OC pregame show, we'll come back, take a look at the Rams offense. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
The Team OC pregame show continues. Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. As we continue, we take a look at the offensive starters for Paoli. Start with the big uglies up front. Left tackle Landon Smith. He's 5'10", 180, and a senior. Lucas Schenkel will be at left guard, 6 foot, 195, a senior. Dom Garcia starts at center, 5'11", 230, and a senior. Kentley Scholes starts at right guard, 5'10", 180, and a senior. And Wyatt Baker at right tackle. He is 6 foot 180 and a senior. Your split ends, Colton Beckley on one side, Kate Walls on the other. Beckley is 6'2", 185 and a senior, and Walls 6'1", 165 and a senior. Your halfbacks, Dane Padgett and Justin Thornton. Padgett 6'3", 200 a senior. Thornton is 6'2", 195 and a junior. At the fullback spot, Tyler Hannon, he's 5'10", 190 and a senior. And Cooper Spire starts at the quarterback spot. He is 6 foot 180 and a senior. 10 seniors, 1 junior start offensively for Paoli, and 8 of the boys will be playing both offense and defense.
Our lineups tonight have been brought to you by Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James. Ready for tonight's kickoff? It is senior night at Crawford County. The Wolfpack so far at 3-0 at home tonight. Rams look to spoil that. And Bert Pedigo takes a look at tonight's scouting report.
First off, as simple as stop your mirror image. Both teams, they're going to run the same sort of offense, and as a result, they will know the other's plays pretty well. So it's up to you to come out and try to stop it. Of course, whichever team is able to run that offense a little bit better, they'll have the advantage here tonight. As far as other keys to the ball game, Paoli just needs to continue to improve in little areas. The one thing that really stood out on the scouting report was how they want the linebackers to quit catching the tackles so much as making a hit and dropping the tailback or the running back for the other team. So it's getting to that point in the season where you're just looking at little improvements here, little improvements there, and that's what Paoli wants to be able to do tonight. And it comes down to as simple as line play. If you're going to stop the other team's offense, you've got to control the line of scrimmage. Crawford County, they have got some big kids up front. That is their advantage. The disadvantage there is that they are not going to be as quick as what the Paoli kids up front are. So Paoli's going to have to take advantage of their quickness on the defensive side. And on the offensive side for Paoli, in addition to just being able to run that offense, you've got to be able to get outside on this Crawford County team. The biggest advantage for Paoli is the speed of Padgett and Thornton, and they've got to be able to exploit that here tonight.
Crawford County won the toss, but they have deferred and will kick off to the Rams.
And Crawford County, they are in the home whites, white shirts, white pants. They've got that burnt orange number along with the white helmet. Paoli, they're in the all-purples tonight. Gold trim, gold numbers. They've got the purple helmet with the ram horns on the sides. And Paoli is set to receive the opening kick from Crawford County. We are just about ready for Friday Night Football, and Dave Dedrick will take us through tonight's ball game.
Back deep for the Rams will be Justin Thornton and Tyler Hinton. They are set up right about the 20-yard line. Then we have Padgett set up near the 30 along with Spires, as we have Brody Fish ready to kick it off. A little squibber goes up front. Got to be covered quickly by the Rams at the 45-yard line. Tried a little onside kick. That time, the Rams, though, were ready. And quickly there for Paoli, Wyatt Baker to jump on that one. And that one did not work for the Wolfpack. Gambled and rolled the dice, did not win. And the Rams set up in great field position at the 46-yard line.
Kind of gave it away a little bit too early. Got up to the ball and was really slowing down in the process. Paoli knew the kick wasn't going to cover very far, and they were already up anyway.
Rams go to their spread offense. Out of the gun is the quarterback, Cooper Spires. Put a man in motion. Going to fake. Nope. Keep it. Hand it off.
Ball's
got
loose.
The ball loose on Spires. Kept it on the option that time. Coming the right side to Thornton, but good penetration that time by the defense for Crawford County. And quickly in there, Russ Payne, number 74. Kind of blew up that one. That's a big loss on the Rams. They get behind the chains, a loss of 3, make it second down and 13.
Good job by Crawford County that time, getting into the offensive backfield. They really set the edge on the end of the line of scrimmage, and when they did that, messed up the timing of everything Paoli was trying to do.
Rams go to the flex bone, quarterback under center on second and long. Thornton in motion to the left side, toss it to Justin. Gets to the edge to the 45-50. And he'll be across midfield to get to that second level and finally going to be brought down by Carter Stevenson, the outside linebacker. The Rams get a big play there on second down of close to 8-9 yards, and they will have a third down and 4.
Yeah, just a simple toss play. Got outside that time, worked toward the opposite side of where they went the first time around, and were able to easily get around in.
Third down and 4 ball on the Crawford side of the 50 at the 48. Man in motion to the right side, going to toss it to Paget. Paget eludes one tackler. 45 to the 40, 35-30. He is gone. He's to the 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown. Dane Paget sweep around in, broke out of one tackle in the backfield, step out of another at the 35, and he is in for 48 yards as the Rams go 3 plays and find the end zone for Dane Paget. That will be Dane's 11th rushing touchdown.
First touch of the night for Paget, goes for 48 yards and a touchdown. Crawford County folks, they were wanting a hold on the end of the line of scrimmage. May have been there. The official, though, did not throw the flag, and Paoli gets the first score.
Alvaro Gavina ready for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick once again is good as he continues that great PAT percentage. Now on the season, he is 22 out of 24. Rams lead it quickly, 7-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Well, one touch for Paoli and one touchdown as Paget goes the distance, his first carry of the night, and Paoli with the extra point leads at 7-0. Talked about Paoli needing to get to the outside. They got to the outside twice on that opening series of downs, once for 10 yards and once for 48.
Gavina ready to kick it off, boots it downfield, high end over end kick, drives the receiver back inside the 5. It's going to be Copeland. He thought about maybe catching it on the run, going sideways along the field that time. That was a good job to say, hey, I'm just going to let that roll into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Crawford County will have the ball for the first time tonight, trailing 7-0 as they bring their offense out to the field here to see if they can come back and counter this score for the Rams.
For Paoli defensively, they're going to want to put Crawford County in some uncomfortable down and distance type situations. That means you've got to win first and second downs in order to make it a third down and long, a passing situation, something that Crawford really doesn't want to do.
Out of the flex bone, the 2 receivers to the left. Fish will go under center. Rams set up an offense, put a man in motion to the left side, come to the right side, going to keep it as Fish. Cuts up at the numbers, gets out across the 25 and brought down at the 26, 27-yard line. Fish on the quarterback keeper. Nice job, got to that second level. Walls come in on the tackle there along with Beckley. And a big gain on first down for the quarterback, Brody Fish, who comes in averaging just about 6 yards per carry. That time a little bit better. He got 8.
Yeah, Paoli just got no flow from the linebackers from inside to out. As a result, Fish didn't have any opposition in front of him until he got to the defensive backfield.
Second down and short ball over on the left hash mark at the 28-yard line. Flex bone offense. 2 receivers to the right side, the wide side of the field. Fish going to come, hand it off to Messer, the fullback. Messer going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Still struggling. He breaks through and finally brought down at the 40-yard line. As coming up there, Cooper Spires, the last line of defense. It looked as though Messer was caught behind the line of scrimmage, but boy, kept those legs a-churning. And that second effort was enough for a first down out to the 40-yard line. And Messer, a great season so far, coming in with 863 yards and averaging over 6 yards per carry.
And you can see why on that down right there. It's just he just kept the legs churning and kept pushing forward, and he was breaking free toward the end.
First and 10 at the 40 out of the flex bone. Fish under center for the Wolfpack. It's a man in motion to the left side, comes the right side, going to keep it again, cuts up at the numbers. Still on his feet, twisting and turning, and driven down at the 45. That'll be another quick 5 for the quarterback of Crawford County as Walls comes up with that tackle along with Cunningham, and it'll be a second down and 5 for the Wolfpack.
Talked in the pregame with Coach Neil Dittmer about the need to not let Crawford County control the football because they may not be able to get the big play, but they can grind out a lot of small or short gains. And in the process, shorten this game up just by running the football like that.
Second down and 5. See what the Pack want to do. The ball over on the left hash mark at the 45. Flex bone. Fish goes under center, puts 2 receivers out wide to the right side. calls out the signal. Crocker is the center, man in motion, handed off to Copley, tries to get to the outside, but great penetration that time as the Rams played that one perfectly. As coming up, Chase Case, number 3, the outside linebacker, and the Rams read that one perfectly on the little counter to the slot man. The loss of a couple on a play and moved that ball back to the 43-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
And just got him by the waist and would not let go. He got over close to the sideline, tried to turn it up, and in the process brought another defender in on the play, and that's how Paoli was able to finally knock him off his feet.
Big 3rd down play here for the Wolfpack in their opening drive. Rams up 7-0. Copeland in motion, got to keep it as Fish on the option, cuts up, gets near the line of scrimmage, and there the Rams able to come down and close it before he got to that second level. Trey Robbins in there on the play, but it was Tyler Hannon, the inside linebacker, who came over and filled that hole. And it's going to be 4th down for the Wolfpack, and see what Coach Nick Stroud wants to do early on. Looks as though he's going to keep that offense out on the field.
A tough situation for Crawford County, not known for being able to throw it all that well, but in a passing situation, it'll be 4th and 7. The ball spotted down at the 43, so they need to get right to the midfield stripe, maybe just on the Paoli side in order to get a first down. Big play here, both offensively for Crawford and defensively for Paoli.
Pack got to hurry down to 5 on the play clock. Out of the flex bone, man in motion to the right side is Stevenson. Going to hand it off to Messer. Messer over the right tackle, but he gets out to the 45 and stopped there. And the Rams will get it over on downs as the defense comes up. Trey Robbins along with Tyler Hannon to plug that hole, along with Dom Garcia, and the Rams defense comes up with a big stop on 4th down.
Yeah, big play for Paoli defensively. They went back to Messer, ran that to this side the first time around. He gained 12. Second time around, they run it to the right side, and he picks up only 2. It was well short of the first down or the yards needed to gain it to continue the drive, and now Paoli gets it back. Crawford County ran a little over 3 minutes off of the clock with that possession.
7:20 and counting. Out of the gun, Spires quickly out to the flat right side. Caught by Beckley, eludes one tackler, spinning away at the 40, going down the right sideline, and finally brought down just shy of that first down marker. A little quick out by Beckley, and the Rams go to the air for the first time. Got to pick up a quick 8 on that particular play. Barron in there on the tackle for the Wolfpack, and joined out there as well by the inside linebacker, the leading tackler, Caden Jones.
Good job by Beckley that time. Saw a couple of hits coming, and you saw what he did right off the bat was just wrap up and hold on to that football. Crawford County, as they were coming after him, trying to swipe it away, but they were unable to do that.
2nd down and 2 for the Rams. Ball at the 37-yard line of the Wolfpack. Out of the gun formation, trips to the left. Some pressure on. Spire's going to roll. He's got a lot of room. It goes over the middle of the walls. He fumbled it. I believe Cade got on it quickly, and right there was Wyatt Baker as well.
And they're waving it off from the other side as an incomplete pass. He was trying to put it down just as he was making his move and never really had a firm control of it. So the pass falls incomplete. That'll make it a 3rd and 2 for Paoli.
Rams faced this 3rd down situation. Last time they were in 3rd down. Dane Padgett broke it for a big touchdown down the right sideline. See what the Rams dial up. They're in 4-down territory right now as well. They go to the flex bone, put both ends in tight. Spires will go under center on 3rd down and 2. Comes up, handed off to Hannon. He'll have a first down. Needed to get to the 45. He gets to the 44-yard line. That'll be enough to move the chains and convert that 3rd down. Isaac Adams in there on the tackle, but the Rams get a fresh set of downs to work with inside the 35 at the Crawford County 34-yard line.
Paoli early on, successful on 3rd down tries. Now 2 out of 2, 1 on each of the drives so far. They'll come out and put Padgett behind Spires at the quarterback spot. He is lined up as the fullback.
Go to that jumbo set overloaded on the left side, the Bermuda toss, and here goes Padgett, cuts inside, veers outside, breaks a tackle, 25-20, down the sideline, breaks another tackle to 15, and he is in for the score. Dane Padgett off that on-balance line that time, goes in from 34 yards out, just continues to add those touchdown numbers up. His 2nd of the night for the Rams senior. Paoli good blocking over on that left side on the unbalanced line. And quickly the Rams are up now by a score of 13-0 with 5:56 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Now, Padgett that time really only needed to make one man miss. Paoli blocked it well, got him an alley to get up the field, and when he put that foot in the ground, he was forward for the touchdown. Crawford County now, they jump off sides and make contact on the extra point attempt. Paoli will take the penalty. It'll be a half the distance, and Paoli will go for 2.
Offense comes back out on the field. Rams trying to extend this lead out to 15-0. They've had the ball twice, and they have scored twice so far here in this first quarter of play on the road at Crawford County. Looking to add 2 more to their total. So the Paoli will want to run here on this 2-point play.
Yeah, and see if Crawford County doesn't close those gaps up in the middle of the line. That's just calling for a fullback dive right up the middle.
Flex-bone offense, patching in motion to the right side. Going to hand it off, though, to Hannon, and Hannon's going to be met right in the hole. He does not go anywhere. Good job by that Crawford County defense to plug it up quickly there with Payne and Messer. So the 2-point run is no good, and that'll keep the score at 13-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Covina's kickoff fielded at the 5 by Stevenson, then he kind of circled around. That allowed the defense to get down, and the Rams able to bring him down just outside the 11-yard line. Officially going to mark it at the 12 of Crawford County, and the Wolfpack will get it 1st and 10 with a long field in front of them.
Yeah, debatable about whether or not that would have actually gotten to the end zone. Looked like it was really starting to slow down, so probably a good idea to grab it. You just wish that if you're Crawford County that he had been able to get a little more out of it. Paoli good pursuit, staying in their lanes on kick coverage.
Fish puts a man in motion at Stevenson to the right side. Try to keep it, goes to the right side this time, and able to get a couple of yards, maybe out to about the 14-yard line. The Rams, again, good pursuit down that line. Trey Robbins, the linebacker there for the Rams, along with defensive end Dane Padgett. Gain of 1 officially to make it 2nd down and 9.
Just a short gain at best for Crawford County that time, as they got him up into the line of scrimmage in good shape and looked like they were getting a little more of a push than what they did, but it just never really materialized.
See Carter Stevenson checking in at that left slot here, 5'7", 165, and a junior. 2nd down and 9. Fish under center, puts a man in motion to the right side. Going to hand it off to Messer, the big fullback. He goes over the right tackle. Going to get a couple of yards out near the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of close to 3 on the play, but it'll be another 3rd down here for this offense. Tyler Ross, number 74, getting some defensive line work. Able to stop the big fullback. But, again, he is a load at 5'11", 215.
Yeah, pretty solid built kid and runs hard. That's what you need out of that fullback spot if you're going to run this offense. And Crawford County has definitely got the type that you need back there.
3rd down, a long 4, short 5 for the Pack at the 17-yard line out of the flex bone. Fish under center. Marks out the signals, comes down. They're going to toss it back to the tailback. Cutting inside is Stevenson, but the Rams come up and plug that. Good job by Cade Walls to quickly get there first to slow him down and able to get Garcia along with Cunningham to finish him off. No gain on the play, and it's another 4th down here for the Wolfpack deep in their own territory.
And tough spot if you're even thinking about going for it on 4th down. Didn't make it the last time at about this same distance, and I think they will go ahead and make the change, bring the punt team in, and Paoli will go to punt reception coverage. Just make sure, though, if you're up there on the front, you play it straight defensively and make sure that they do kick it away.
Brody Fish is the punter again, so he is a threat to run. Walls sets up near midfield, high snap. Booted out there does Fish. Walls comes up, fields it at the 47 to the 45, down inside the 35, breaks a tackle at the 30, still spun around, gets inside the 35, down near the 33-yard line. So a nice return on that low-line drive kick by Cade Walls to give the Rams great field position, as they will have it 1st and 10 inside the 25-yard line at the 23.
It was a low line drive kick that Walls was able to come up and get it on the run, and in the process he was had a full head of steam built up. And you look down, and Paoli was blocking really well. They were playing straight defense, but holding up their men, and there was nobody there for Walls to avoid for about the first 10 yards.
1st and 10, come to the right side on the toss. Here's Padgett. Can he get to the edge? He does. He's to the 30, 20 to the 15, and finally hauled down at the 10-yard line. That'll be a gain of 13 on the play. As finally Stevenson, along with number 55, Caden Jones, to make that tackle. But another big chunk play for the Rams was, once again, Dane Padgett, their star, getting to the edge.
Yeah, that time Padgett had to lower the shoulder at the end. Crawford County very much aware of where he was that time. They had 3 or 4 out here that were unblocked that he had to get through somehow, and what he did was just, turned on the jets a little bit earlier than what he does a lot of times.
1st and goal at the 10. Rams will go from the spread formation. Cooper Spires out of the gun here inside the 10. Goes to the left side. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it. Cuts up at the hash mark, and he is in for the score. Nice read by Cooper Spires on that option. Little RPO action that time, and Spires is into the end zone from 10 yards out for the Rams. It's his first touchdown run of the night. And with that score, the Rams boost their lead up to 19-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. 2:45 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Spires was seeing the same thing I was. They were so much aware of where Padgett was that they were going to go with him if there was a fake, and there was, and then that left Spires and Alley to the end zone.
It's snap, good hold, kick down, and Gavina splits the uprights, and the Rams are up 20-0. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
So far for Paoli, 3 touches, 3 touchdowns as they have gone the distance each time they've gotten it. Haven't had a real long field just yet with taking it over after an onside kick the first time. Took it over on downs inside Crawford County territory the next, and then a nice punt return gives Paoli a short field third time around.
Gavina boots this one, and it's going to hit about the 3-yard line, bounce into the end zone. That'll be another touchback. And that will put Crawford County at 1st and 10 on their own at 20-yard line. The second time that they've had one go into the end zone, and see if this Paoli Ram defense can come up and get another quick 3 and out.
Now, that's just a weapon that you cannot overstate how important it is with the kick. Going it down to the end zone or into the end zone, you're going to give the team, the opposition, very bad field position most times. And the last time was even worse. This time, at least, they get it out at the 20.
1st down and 10. Brody Fish brings the offense to the line of scrimmage. Crawford going to have to readjust their game plan now because they can't afford to have long, sustaining drives. They're behind 3 touchdowns. Out of the flex bone, under center, going to come with a little counter play, and they move Copeland back into the secondary. Case Chase is right there to throw him for a loss back to the 9-yard line, but it was the penetration right up the middle that forced that play and really kind of broke it up at the point of attack.
Yeah, what you saw was basically the right side of the offensive line for Crawford County got pushed back, and Copeland was trying to come from that right side behind. He got kind of caught up in the backwash, so to speak, and when he got pushed backwards, then the handoff had to be made that much further back, and that gave Paoli plenty of time to respond once they saw what was going on.
Ball back at the 14-yard line. Make it 2nd down and 16 out of the flex bone. Fish under center for the Wolfpack. It's Copeland in motion. Comes down the right side. He's going to keep it. Looks inside, cuts outside, back inside. That the pursuit, though, is finally there for the Rams. And bring him down near the original line of scrimmage, so he'll get that loss back, a gain of 6. Spires along with Beckley come up from the secondary along with Cunningham. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Wolfpack offense with 1:35 to go in the first quarter.
Now, Fish, the first 2 or 3 times that he ran the ball tonight, had plenty of room and took advantage of it. But the last couple, Paoli has shut him down to a 1-yard gain and a no gain. That brings up a 3rd and 10 now for Crawford County. That's, like I say, the situation that they do not want to be in.
Fish will bring them up out of the huddle, goes to the line of scrimmage, play clock down to 4. They're going to have to hurry out of the flex bone, put Copeland in motion, come down, going to hand it off to Messer, and Messer's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage, and the Rams a nice job to wrap him up. Colt Bonta comes in there along with Dom Garcia to stop the big fullback from Crawford County. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 4th down and 10.
It's almost as if it took Paoli a series or so to adjust to what the offense is, even though they see it every day in practice. It took them a while to get used to somebody else running it, their version of it. Since then, they've done really well.
Fish back to punt again, setting up at midfield. Cade Walls to receive it for the Rams. Down to 28 seconds to go. Going to have to get this play off, though, before we get to the quarter break. A low snap. Fish going to boot it out of there. High end over end kick. Walls going to field it at the 48. He's to the 45-50 down the left sideline. 35-30 inside the 15 to the 20. Breaks a tackle and still spinning, and he's going to go in for the score. Great run by Cade Walls, as that will officially be 47 yards on the punt return for the Rams senior.
Again, situation where he's coming up, making the catch with a full head of steam. He got around the first couple of defenders easily, and then it was just a matter of pick up your blocks, find out where they're setting them up to, go around them, and he made one cut at about the 10-yard line to get himself free and into the end zone, and Paoli now up 26-0.
Davina ready to put up that extra point here for the Rams, as Paoli, a big first quarter here on the road tonight, setting the tone early. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good as well. As this time Alvaro able to split the uprights, and with that add the extra point on and make it now a 27-0 lead here for the Rams with just 8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. So Paoli comes out. They didn't win the toss, but they got the ball first, and they've been able to do whatever they want on both sides of the football here for the first almost 12 minutes.
Yeah, and they have just taken advantage. A couple of short field situations. They've gotten a kick return. Defense got a 4th down stop to help set up field position, and they have taken advantage and have been able to do pretty much whatever they wanted so far.
Well, another great Friday night for high school football. Yes. Indian summer weather started out in the upper 70s. At few wispy clouds. It's going to be another comfortable night, and the Rams are enjoying it here on the road early on as Copeland and Stevenson drop back deep. Gabina ready to go. Alvaro has had a couple of touchbacks. Let's see if he can get another one in the end zone. This one's another high-end over-end kick. Stevenson will field it at the 15, up the hash to the 20, 25, 30. He's got running room, breaks the tackle. He's to the 45 and brought down at the 47-yard line. And give Alvaro credit there, the kicker. I think that's the first time he's ever had to make a tackle, and he looked pretty good at it.
Yeah, he stood in there, took a little bit of a hit, but he got in there, wrapped him up, and brought him down, and that was definitely a touchdown-saving tackle there, because if he misses, Messer goes the distance and puts Crawford County on the board.
Back good field position at their own 47-yard line. He needs something positive to happen on the offense. Nearly got lightning in a bottle. Almost had 2 special teams touchdowns back-to-back there.
Yeah, very close. And you know, it was just that far away from Crawford County being on the board.
First down and 10. Fish will bring him up here for the final play of this first quarter to the flex bone offense. Under center, Rams go to 3 down. Lineman put Stevenson in motion. Back to pass is Fish, looking, flushed out of the pocket, dumps it over to Stevenson, and he is drilled immediately. Oh no. As that time, the ball was on his hand whenever Hannon made contact there.
Yeah, Hannon's going in, and I don't know, are they going to call maybe a targeting type of thing where he lowered the helmet, hit with the crown of the helmet? That'd be about the only thing because he got there about the same time that the ball did.
Well, that takes us to the quarter break here at Breeden Field in this conference matchup between the Wolfpack and the Rams. All Paoli in the first quarter on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli on top, 27-0. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Well, an eventful end of the first quarter, which saw a flag thrown against Paoli. It turned out to be a personal foul against Paoli on the pass coverage. And as a result, Crawford County is going to get 15 yards. That'll give them enough for a first down as they will begin the second quarter with the ball spotted down at the Paoli 38-yard line with it first and 10.
First flag of the night against the Rams.
And there was also a second flag thrown at the dead ball situation. It was a sideline warning against Paoli.
First and 10 at the 38 of the Rams. Fish brings them up to the line of scrimmage for Crawford. Goes to the flex bone formation under center on first down and 10. Puts a man in motion to the right side. He's going to hand it off to Messer, the fullback. Messer just keeps those legs churning, and he's able to bull his way down near the 31-yard line before got to that secondary part of the defense. Coming up there finally, Robbins to bring him down, but Messer again shows that strength. Going to pick up close to 6 on the play to make it second down and 4.
Yeah, if he can just get in behind the big kids up there on the line in front of him, then he's going to have a chance to gain some yards because they're just going to get in there and push and keep those legs driving. That's exactly what he did on that, a gain of 7 on the play.
Just inside the 32-yard line, second down, long 3. In motion, Copeland to the left side, keeping it as Fish on the option, breaks a tackle, steps out of another one, but then the pursuit gets him. Got close to that 30-yard line, did the quarterback for Crawford County, for that Rams pursuit coming up there. Hannon along with Robbins on the tackle. And
somebody's down for Paoli.
Time out across the way. That tackle coming right there in front of the Rams bench along that 30-yard line. 11:06 to go here in the first half of play. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams lead it by a score of 27-0. It'll just be a very quick one because the player went up and off to the sideline across the way.
Yeah, and that was Chase Case that they had to help off of the field. He was under his own power, but it looked like one of those deals where he's kind of holding his shoulder or something like that.
See how the Rams will play that now. He's done a nice job in that outside linebacking spot, filling in for Colin Brace, who is out with the concussion protocol. Third down and 2 for the Wolfpack. Going to hand it off to Messer. Messer right up the middle, but the Rams stop him right there and no forward progress. Good job by the middle of that line. Dom Garcia in there along with Tyler Ross and Tyler Hannon. And the Pack will face another fourth down.
And may have gained just maybe half a yard or so. They moved the sticks just a little bit, but it is still fourth down, 4th and 1. The ball spotted down now at the 29-yard line, so that's what Crawford County has. They need to get to the 28 for the first down, and fourth down situation on this part of the field, you expect them to go for it, and they will.
Crawford trying to keep this drive alive after it got started with that great kickoff return. Fourth down and 1. Rams have stonewalled them so far on fourth downs tonight, and we get penalty flag here before the play. Not going to be taken by Crawford County. 10 minutes exactly remaining in the first half of play from Breeden Field on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams lead at 27-0. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than In Focus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At In Focus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. In Focus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Crawford County facing a 4th and 1 situation. Ball down at the 29-yard line. They need to get it to about the 28 for the first down. Paoli gave up some yardage on first down, but second and third downs they definitely won. Gave up maybe a yard or two on those two plays. Now they're facing that situation where they need to stop and to get the ball back. Paoli, excellent first quarter. 27-0 was the score after one. Crawford County got it on the kick right at the end of the first quarter and took it out near midfield, so they set themselves up in excellent field position, and that's where they've got it now on a fourth down. Paoli defensively, they were bunching things to the middle, and let's see if they do the same if Crawford County doesn't try to get outside.
Well, no doubt everybody's looking for number 23 to carry the pigskin here on fourth down and one, that being Messer. Both ends are in tight out of the flex bone. Under center is Fish. Rams going to crowd that line of scrimmage on fourth down and one at the 29. Fish marking out the signal's going to turn, hand it off to Messer. No, he's going to keep it. He gets to the outside, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 23, 24-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. That is going to be enough for a first down as Brody Fish, the quarterback on the option, only faked everybody out thinking he was going to hand it off to his big fullback Messer, but he keeps it and converts on fourth down.
Their third first down of the night, that on a result of a run. Crawford County now 1 out of 2 on their fourth down tries. Good fake that time. Paoli paying attention to where Messer was at and where he was going. They got after him, but Fish pulled it out and was able to get around in for the first down.
Ball at the 24-yard line for Crawford, their deepest penetration of the night, out of the flex bone. Going to toss it back to Messer. Messer tries to get to the outside, and he's going to be brought down close to the 20-yard line. Paoli, again, a good job of getting pursuit to the football and making him kind of do a little cut back to where the pursuit was coming from. And they're going to mark it officially at the 20-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of a couple on the play. Good news there for the Rams. We see that Chase Case is back in at that outside linebacker spot. And it's going to be second down and 7.
And Crawford County is set up there. Nicely blocked play to the outside. Got what they wanted. They got Messer kind of isolated on an outside linebacker with a defensive back coming up. He made that cut inside, and Paoli was pursuing from inside out, and were able to knock him off his feet after a gain of 4.
See big David Montgomery come in, a quick count, handed off to Messer over the right side, but the Rams were ready, and they'll stand him up. He may have lost one as they push it back close to the 21-yard line, and Rams were ready to go on that quick count there by Crawford County. Was hoping to get the Rams maybe on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, and it's good to see. That's the sort of thing that you need. You can't let that defense get so used to your cadence or the tempo that you're calling the play at. So they go quick that time, but Paoli was ready and brought him down. Loss of maybe a half yard or so back to the 20. That brings up 3rd and 7.
Garcia and Baker in there on the tackle for the Rams out of the flex bone. Fish puts a man in motion to the right side. He's going to drop back to pass, rolling to his right, looking, penalty flag, fires it down, and it is caught at about the 16-yard line. Luke Copeland hauls it in, but we've got a penalty flag, and more than likely that's going to be a hold on Crawford.
Yeah, hold against Crawford. That'll march it back from the spot of the foul, which was at about the 25, 26-yard line. That's where the flag went down. So they'll confer with the Paoli coaches, and I'm sure they'll go ahead and take that because that the play got them down to about the 16, 17-yard line, which still be fourth down, but a lot less manageable on 3rd and long than on 4th and short.
Need to get it to the 9 to get a first down for this Wolfpack. And Coach Nick Stroud said, that's been like a lot of teams. If we can play clean, we're okay, and right there was a big penalty for them in the red zone.
So they marched the penalty back to about the 30-yard line. That's where they're going to put the ball on the ground. That'll bring up 3rd and 17 for Crawford County. Still 8:15 to go on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard here in the first half.
See if the Rams can get a big stop here, or at least not a big gain on 3rd down for Crawford, as they'll go to the flex bone. Fish will go under center. See if they'll go back to another pass play on 3rd down and 17. Going to roll back. Here's the pressure on. He is hit as he throws, and that pressure caused him to come up short. Once again, trying to hit Copeland in that right flat out of the backfield. But the Rams pressure up the middle with Garcia coming up through there along with Baker, and they were able to have Justin Thornton a little bit on that blitz on the outside linebacker spot to make it very uncomfortable for the Crawford County quarterback.
Yeah, Crawford County looking for that quick out up here, a play where you can get your offensive lineman out to block. It wasn't so much a screen as one of those get it out to the guy outside and then get down and make your blocks. The ball falls incomplete because Paoli got after the quarterback so quick.
4th down and 17, the ball at the 30-yard line. Out of the flex bone offense, Fish goes under center, one receiver to the right, one to the left. Man in motion, he drops back to pass again, going to step up in the pocket, but he runs right into that Ram defense. He'll be finished off for a loss back to the 34-yard line. As that Paoli defense held their integrity that time, even though they did get some penetration. And in there, Garcia on the play for the Rams along with Baker. And it is another failed conversion on 4th down.
And 1 out of 3 now on 4th down tries for Crawford County. And that time he steps up in the pocket like you're supposed to. Thought he saw a lane out to his left, but just as he did, Paoli collapses in on that pocket, and they're able to bring him down for the loss and get the ball back. So the momentum, which had shifted to Crawford County, now back on the side of Paoli.
Rams get it 1st and 10 at their 33. Ended up to the fullback running up. There's Hannon, and Hannon met at the line of scrimmage, twisting and turning. He might get 1 depending on the forward progress that time. A nice job by Reidner, Messer, and Jones in the middle of that defense, and going to be generous and give him 1, make it 2nd down and 9.
Well, that's the way that you need to tackle that young man. Don't try to bring him to the ground. Lift him off of the ground. He's trying to get his feet in the ground so he can drive, but if you lift him off, he's a little bit easier to contain.
Those defensive tackles are 340 pounds for the Pack. 2nd down and 9. Going to keep it on the option. No, hand it off. Here's up the middle. Good running by Hannon. He's breaking tackles, and he's going to be out near midfield, close to a Rams 1st down. A couple close to 16 on that play. And a good run by Tyler Hannon on that right side, following the blocking of Garcia, Scholl, and Baker. And the Rams have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 45-yard line.
Yeah, the way that Hannon was running that time, he was running into defenders that looked like they were still going with the flow of the fake, and he was able to get through them for a nice gain.
1st down and 10, and we get a timeout, I believe.
Timeout.
2nd timeout being taken by the Wolfpack. 6:55 to go here in the first half. Rams lead it by a score of 27-0. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Are your retirement savings scattered about several employer-sponsored plans and individual IRAs? Let a Raymond James financial advisor provide you with education on what options you may have. Each may have potential benefits and drawbacks. So we'll consider your specific situation and discuss how best to address your unique needs and goals. Call financial advisors Jamie Sullivan and Jenny Baker at 812-849-2670. Located in Mitchell today and take control of your retirement assets. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, life well planned.
6:55 left in the first half of play. Paoli got the ball back after a 4th down stop against Crawford County. They were deep in Paoli territory at the time. Got helped on that drive-by penalty against Crawford County, but then able to take advantage of it. Paoli's gotten the ball back. They've gotten the 1st down on this possession. They've got 4 so far and have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Out of the flex bone, Spires under center for the Rams. Put a man in motion. Thornton to the left side. Toss it to Justin. He's got running room to the 45-50. To the 45. Breaks a tackle. Sideline. He tiptoes. He's to the 30, 25, 20, cuts across to the middle of the field to the 15, to the 10, and he is in for the score. Justin Thornton going to officially go 55 yards. Boy, did a nice tightrope back right about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and the Crawford County coaches are pointing to a spot on the field saying he was out of bounds right here. The official, he was running along with it, said no, he was in, and Paoli gets another score. Now let's see. With the score being at 33-0, you get that 35-point advantage for a running clock and see if Paoli doesn't go for two here.
First touchdown of the night for Justin Thornton, and on the season, rushing touchdown number 5 for the junior. And the Rams offense is back out on the field to try and make it a 35-0 lead. Rams came up short on one of their extra point attempts. Last time, actually, they got a penalty and came up on their 2-point conversion short. Split 3 receivers to the right side, put Padgett in motion, toss it to Dane, cuts up right at the hash mark. He'll walk in untouched. And that'll give the Rams their lead at 35-0 with 6:33 to go here in the first half of play. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
6:43 to go in the first half. Paoli has a 35-0 lead right now. They're going to look to hold and have that running clock in the second half of play. Just getting an update as far as the Springs Valley game. They are up now 6-0. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter against Tecumseh.
Alvaro kicks it off, high end over end kick, and going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Stevenson up the hash mark. Gets it out across the 20 and met at the 25-yard line and brought down there. Nice coverage by the Rams coming down through there. Colt Bonton, number 18, also in there for the Rams. Number 59, Landon Smith for Paoli. And it'll be Crawford County football as the Rams a much better job that time on their kickoff coverage. Pack will get it 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line.
All right, decent field position for Crawford County that time. Kick didn't carry as far as it usually does, and then they got a nice return in the process. So 1st and 10 for Crawford County. They'll set up at the 27-yard line. You're going to ask that Paoli defense to come up with another stop. Last time, got their backs up against the wall a little bit before they finally made the stop. Let's see if maybe they can do it a little bit quicker this time.
See Kentley Scholl playing some defensive line here tonight. 1st down and 10. You get a late man out there. That's William Sargent, a freshman. Finally get 11 out there, put a man in motion to the right side, but hand it off to the middle. That's Messer, and Messer will have nowhere to go. Rams once again handing in there along the tackle along with Dom Garcia. Forward progress will be out close to the 28-yard line for Crawford County. A gain of 1, maybe 2 on the spot. Put it officially at the 29 and make it 2nd down and 8.
I have to talk to those boys on the Paoli sideline. They're throwing a football up, and every time it goes up, I think it's a flag, and I'm looking, okay, was that a procedure or what? And no, it was just the kids playing football over on the sideline. And they're between the track and the football field, so they are right on the sideline.
I gave it up on that play as well. 2nd down and long out of the flex bone. On the option, Fish tosses it back to the 30 and across to the 22 or 32, 33-yard line. Copeland on the carry, the 6'2 junior. Rams force him out of bounds. Cunningham up there along with Spires in that secondary. Gain of close to 4, maybe. Well, they're going to give him 5
on
the
play.
A little bit more. And it's going to be 3rd down, and we'll call it 5. Ball marked at the 33-yard line of Crawford County. So 3rd down and 5. See if they can keep this drive alive. 5:45 to go here in the first half.
This will be the 6th time that Crawford County has had a 3rd down opportunity. Have not converted on their first 5. Paoli defensively, they'd like to continue that streak.
3rd down and 5. Put Copeland in motion to the left side. Going to toss it to him. Can he get to the outside? Here comes the pursuit. He'll not get to the edge as Rams do a great job. I believe that was Case maybe coming up there again. No, it's going to be Colton Beckley, number 11, from the quarterback spot. And Colton, a nice play on that one to hold the edge and establish the edge. And that's going to be a loss all the way back to the 25-yard line.
I had a couple of really nice plays defensively by Paoli within that play. One, the end gets up, forces Copeland a little bit further back than what he wants. The linebacker comes with pursuit, forces him back again, and then Beckley is able to come up with his pursuit and make the hit for the loss. And that brings up a 4th down and long for Crawford County, and they are in punt formation.
Ball's back deep near midfield. Has already returned one for a touchdown.
They'd like to take a timeout. They were still running players on.
Didn't have enough guys out there, and finally got the 11, but the play clock was so far down that they had to burn the timeout. 4:57 to go here before intermission. Rams lead at 35-0. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7, or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
Paoli forcing Crawford County into a punt situation, and they did not have the punt team out there in time. They were running out of time. It was down to like 4 or 5 seconds on the play clock when they finally took that time out, and we're still in the process of running a couple of the boys back out there. So forced to call another timeout, and I don't think they've got any left. That should be their third, and still just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. That scoreboard tilted heavily in Paoli's favor right now, 35-0.
Brody Fish back to punt here for the homestanding Wolfpack. Cade Walls will set up at the Rams' 45-yard line. He's already run one back to the house tonight. Good snap. Rams some pressure on. Fish gets it out of there, angles it over to the right side. Just going to let it hit near midfield and take a Rams roll. And Crawford County finally able to down it at the 46-yard line, and the Rams will have it in great field position at the Wolfpack 46-yard line.
All right, if you want the running clock in the second half, you need that one insurance score just in case Crawford County comes up with a big play to get a little bit closer, and that's what this drive will be all about for Paoli. Set it up, 4:47 left in the first half. Be nice just to run some clock and get a score if you're Paoli.
Run a lineman out there very quickly, and 67 Damon Montgomery. Check in. It'll be first down and 10. Ball over on that left hash mark at the 46-yard line. Flex bone offense fires under center for the Rams. First down and 10. Padgett in motion to the right side. Toss it to the fullback. Hannon, can he get to the edge to the 45 to the 40 down the right sideline? He's inside the 30, still on his feet. Breaks a tackle to 25. It's a foot race, and Hannon will be in for the score as he will take it in 46 yards on the toss to the fullback. And just like that, another one-play drive for Paoli.
Isn't that what I said? A nice long
that was
run for a touchdown, not a long drive, and that's exactly what Paoli got. Hannon, once he got that toss, he had blockers out in front of him, and it was just a matter of if Crawford County was going to be able to pursue and catch up to him. They got a hand on him maybe once or twice, but that was about it.
Ready to have a Gavina back in there as Alvaro will try and add point number 42 on the board here for the Rams. Ball down, kick is up, and the kick once again is good, and that will put the Rams up on top on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, 42-0 with 4:35 to go here in the first half of play. You're listening to Rams football, Mix 95.3.
Craving bold flavors and a fiesta for your taste buds? Come to El Compadre Mexican Restaurant, now open at their brand new location in Paoli at 300 East Main Street. For sizzling fajitas to cheesy enchiladas and the best Mexican food around, it's a flavor-packed party you won't want to miss. Visit us in Paoli or check out our other locations in West Baden, Orleans, Mitchell, Bedford, and now Palmyra. El Compadre, where the flavor is as bold as the fun. Open Monday through Thursdays and Sundays from 11 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 11 to 10 p.m.
Paoli, quick score, one play, in for the touchdown. Hannon takes it the distance that time, and He gets his first score of the night. Good to see him get some running room. So many times, he's just butting heads with the nose guard, it seems like, when he gets those handoffs up the middle. That time a pitch out that got him around in.
Gavina slices this one down the left side. It goes along, going to be fielded out to the 6-yard line. Copeland had to come up with it. He gets across the 10 and brought down near the 18, 19-yard line. Once again, the Rams quickly down there on the coverage. Trey Robbins leading the charge for the Rams. And Crawford County will have it as Copeland again made a decision there. Boy, it was close on whether or not it was going to go out of bounds or not.
Well, it was so close that when he eventually grabbed it, the official took a good long look at that foot. If it was on the sideline, he shook his head, said, no, you're in bounds, wind the clock. And as a result, he had to take off with it. Got a decent enough return after that. Got it back out to about the 19-yard line, but good positional kicking that time on the part of Paoli. Don't know that it was intentional, but it turned out pretty good.
It did look good. First down at 10 at the 19-yard line. Brody Fish will lead the offense up to the line of scrimmage. Messer out of the flex bone is your fullback. And again,
one
short again. Need a slot back coming here quickly on the right side. That's going to be Sargent, number 22. Handed off again to the fullback, Messer, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Rams have done a good job ever since that opening series there to plug up that hole very quickly. And the man this time was Kentley Scholl that did the job for the Rams, seeing some time on the defensive line. No gain on the play, make it second down and 10.
Now, they really have done a good job since that opening series of downs. You're looking at a situation where Messer had a 12-yard carry to begin the game, but 9 carries since then, and he's only at 29, so 9 carries, 17 yards the rest of the way. Paoli has toughened defensively against the run, let's say.
He averages 143 yards per game. Second down and 9, little counter play, and nowhere for Stevenson to go as he tried to come from left to right, and the Rams stayed at home and read it perfectly. And were able to plug up, I believe coming up through there will be Colt Lawton, number 18, from that outside linebacking spot. And a loss of 1, maybe they're going to give a loss of 2 on the play, make it third down and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, not only did they come up and make the hit, but they came up, took on the blocker, shed him, and then got to the ball carrier and broke down in real good shape. That loss will set up now a third and 11 for Crawford County.
See what the Pack does here on this third and long situation. Go to the flex bone. Fish under center here tonight. He put it up in the air a couple of times. Drops back to pass. Play action. Looks in to step up. Goes to the left side. Still rolling. A lot of people around him in purple, and they're going to throw him for a loss. Back inside near the 5-yard line as the Paoli defense quickly over there for the Rams coming up through there. And it will be, I believe, Baker in there, number 50, and also number 52. That'll be Lucas Schinkel for Paoli, but did a nice job over there on that right side of not letting Fish get away.
Yeah, he was still trying to look downfield, trying to find a receiver, and he held it just that extra second too long. It gave Paoli a chance to close in on him and create a situation where he wasn't going to be able to set his feet and throw. That'll be the second sack of the night for Paoli defensively.
Hunt team back out there on fourth down and a mile. Rams little token pressure, low line drive kick. They take a big roll fielded by Cade at the 36, 37-yard line, goes to the right side and brought down as he gets near the 30-yard line. And that's where the Rams will have it first down and 10 with exactly 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play.
All right, good job that time by Walls. Saw him, just a few weeks ago. He would just let that thing roll and get out of the way of it. But now showing a lot more confidence as a return man. And in the process, he's coming up, making catches like that and getting positive yardage after the fact. That sets up Paoli in excellent field position at the Crawford County 30-yard line.
Rams go to their flex bone on first down and 10. Padgett in motion to the right side. On the option here goes Spires. Toss it to Padgett, hit the backfield. Then they're going to be driven out of bounds after a gain of a couple. Nice job that time setting the edge over on that left side of the defense of for Crawford County. Stevenson along with Morgan. And the Rams, one of the plays that they didn't get a lot of positive yards, no chunk plays, but they got one. So Padgett picks up that single yard to make it 2nd and 9.
A short gain at best that time. And running that play into the short side of the field. It doesn't give Padgett any kind of chance, really, to get a head of steam built up. In Crawford County, they got up and made the hit as a result.
Second down and 9. Spires under center. Put Padgett in motion. Comes right side. Handed off to Hannon, and he got a shirt full of a defender to hold him up and kept his momentum going. And nice job in there quickly with that penetration was Russ Payne, number 74. And the Rams, again, may have lost one.
Yep,
back to the original line of scrimmage at the 30, and it's going to be third down and 10 with 90 seconds to go. Rams may just try and run down this play clock. If they could get another first down, they would just head into the locker room again. Crawford cannot stop the clock. Already used their 3 timeouts.
Just the third time here in the first half that Paoli's faced a third down situation. 2 out of 2 so far, but this one's a little more difficult than the first 2 were.
Third down and 10. Ball in the middle of the field. Man in motion to the left side. On the option, here goes Spires. He's forced the other way. It's a broken play. Heads to the right side and going to step out of bounds. He'll be down close to the 25-yard line. As that time, Crawford's right side of their defense got up quickly, and there was no place to go, even for the quarterback or the pitch man. Gain of 3, and it's going to be fourth down and 7.
Yeah, Crawford County a little more excited defensively this series, at least. They're getting some penetration, messing up what Paoli wants to do in the backfield as far as who they want to get the ball to. And as a result, it is a fourth down and 7. Paoli needs to get down to the 20.
Ball at the 27-yard line. Man in motion to the left side, Thornton. Run the counter play here is Padgett. Breaks outside a tackle. He's up. He's got a first down and more. Lowers the shoulder as he gets inside the 15 and driven down near the 10-yard line. As the Rams come with that counter play from left to right. Good blocking on that right side, and Dane with that speed and power takes it all the way down to the 10 or 11-yard line.
What was amazing to see on that play was just the fact that when Padgett made that cut up field, there were 2 Crawford County defenders from his left and one to the right that thought they had a bead on him, and by the time they got there, he was already past them, and they run into one another.
Gain of 16 on the play, handed off to Hannon up the middle. Hannon still pushing that pile forward, churning down near the 5-yard line. Be a gain of close to 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Rolling the clock here. I don't know why they stopped it anyway, but they're rolling it. And the Rams down. I think Paoli will have to run one more play here before the half. Let's see if they just don't want to take a knee and get out of here, leading at 42-0 at the half. Guaranteed that the running clock here in that second half of play. Rams go to the almost like a victory formation.
Yeah, Thornton under center, though.
Thornton marking it out. Well, he's just going to keep it. Can he bounce to the outside? No, he cannot. As picking him up and quickly 67, Damian Montgomery read it perfectly. The Rams kind of go for their tush-push, and timeout going to be taken by the Rams with 3.4 seconds to go. Going to run out the field goal team here, I think, maybe, and just get a crack at it here and give once again a chance under fire, so to speak, to see how the Rams come up. So far, they are 0 for 3 in field goals as Alvaro will set it up. I think that's the plan here right now.
Should be. You know, this is a distance that he can definitely make the kick. But like you say, you have to get him out there under fire and see how he does. The first, 1 or 2 times that he's tried it, it's just not been pretty.
Ball marked at the 10-yard line. Just 3.4 seconds remaining on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. See if the Rams are able to pull this off. Padgett is the long snapper.
Yeah, there he is. Finally.
Yeah, there's 19.
Yeah, found him.
Spires will be your holder. Got to set it up close to what? The 16, 17-yard line. So be a 26, 27-yard field goal here. And see how the Rams kicker, Alvaro Gavina, see if he can boot it through. He's right in the middle of the field, maybe shaded just a little bit towards the right. And the Rams see if they can get their business taken care of with a smooth operation here on the field goal. Official says we are ready. And Spires gets it. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And it's going to be blocked and going to be picked up by Spires. He's going to take it around the right end, and he'll go in to score. Let's see what the official said. Yep. So Spires on the block punt will come out of there with it. He'll run close to 30 yards, and Spires will add 6 more to the score for the Rams. Just good heads-up play by Cooper on the touchdown run. As this comes with no time left, and makes it now a 48-0 ball game in favor of Paoli. As we'll go for the extra point here. We see our coaches. Oh, Coach
I give them a hard time.
Yeah, they're headed down to the field. See if Alvaro can get this extra point up and good. I think Crawford may be shy a player or two, maybe. Finally,
well, they had one of the kids kind of shaken up on that play. He was kind of slow to come off, so I guess he's on the kick coverage team.
I snap at the ball down, and Alvaro goes up, and this one is going to be good. So he ends the halftime first half on a high note, as it's all Paoli here on senior night at Crawford County at Breeding Field. Your score on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James School Board, Paoli on top, 49-0. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
If you're retired or even thinking about retiring, you want someone to work as hard for your money as you have. Raymond James Financial Advisors Jamie Sullivan and Jenny Baker specialize in doing what's right for you in your retirement years and in educating you about your investments. If you'd like a fresh, objective, and thoughtful second opinion, contact Jenny or Jamie at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange SIPC. Life well planned.
All Rams in the first two quarters of play on the road tonight in conference play against the Crawford County Wolfpack. Paoli on top by a score of 49-0 as we begin the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Whitfield Investments, give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can keep you on track with your goals now and in the future. Paoli did not win the toss again this week, so Crawford County decided to defer, put the Rams offense out on the field, and Paoli 3 plays at score, 48-yard touchdown run down the right side by Dane Padgett. That made it a 6-0 ball game with 10:35 to go in the first quarter of play. The Gavina extra point was good, and the Rams were up quickly, 7-0. Crawford County got the ball out at their 20. They got a first down. Then it was 4th and 7 at the 43. But the Rams stopped the runner at the 45-yard line and get it back with a short field at the Wolfpack 45-yard line. Once again, though, the Rams waste no time. Dane Padgett again, his second score of the night. This one a 34-yard touchdown run. Made it 13-0 with 5:56 to go in quarter number one. Crawford jumps offside, so the Rams go for 2, but they stop the run to the Wolfpack defense, and that keeps the score at 13-0. A good kickoff by Gavina pins Crawford County back at their 12-yard line, and it is a quick 3-and-out, and the Rams get the ball back at a good punt return by Walls down to the 23-yard line, and the Rams take it in again this time. Cooper Spires on the quarterback option, 10-yard touchdown run. That made it a 19-0 ball game with 2:45 to go in the first quarter of play. Paoli comes up with the extra point by Gavina, and the Rams are up by a 20-0 score. This time the kickoff sails into the end zone on the touchback. The Wolfpack get it at their own 20. Another 3-and-out. The Rams defense stout here in this first half and punt the ball away. This time it is Cade Walls fielding it at the 47-yard line. Cut up the middle, then down the left sideline, and made a nice little spin move about the 12-yard line, and then ended up in the end zone as he had a punt return to the house from 47 yards out, made it 26-0 with just 8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. The PAT by Gavina was good, and the Rams were up 27-0. Crawford County, well, they nearly answered right back as a good return by Copeland, and the last man standing there was Alvaro Gavina, the Rams kicker, and he made a nice open field tackle on the kickoff man for Crawford, but Crawford was set up in great field position at their own 47-yard line. The Then they had a penalty. They got it 4th and 1 at the 29. Fish, though, was able to convert, but 4th and 17 at the 30 and turn it over on downs due to Wolfpack. And the Rams get it in great field position. Well, not really great field position, but they get it back on their side of the 50 at their own 33-yard line. This time, though, Justin Thornton finds the end zone on a nice run down the left sideline, tiptoed along the sideline to stay in bounds near the 25-yard line, and then cut back across midfield. A 55-yard touchdown scamper for the Rams junior slot back. That made it 33-0 with 6:43 to go in the first half. Rams go for 2 to get that 35-point margin, and Padgett runs in untouched over the right side to make it 35-0. Rams a good another kickoff coverage, pinning Crawford back at their 27. A quick 3-and-out, another punt for the Wolfpack. Rams great field position at the Wolfpack 46-yard line in one play, and Tyler Hannon able to bust it over the right side for a 46-yard touchdown run for the senior fullback. That made it 41-0 with 4:35 to go in the first half of play. Covina's extra point was good, and the Rams are up 42-0. Crawford County, they get pinned back deep in their own territory. At the 19, the Rams defense forces another punt and able to get the ball at the Crawford 30-yard line. They have a 4th and 7 at the 27, so the Rams try and go for a field goal. They set it up out of the timeout, but that field goal is blocked. However, heads-up play by the Rams holder, Cooper Spires, sees that ball on the ground, picks it up at the 30-yard line, goes down the right sideline in for the score as time runs out in the first half of play. And the Rams are up 48-0, and Covina adds the extra point with no time on the clock. And the Rams head to the halftime break, up comfortably here on the road tonight, 49-0 over Crawford County. When we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, take a look at the first half individual and team stats. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
If you're retired or even thinking about retiring, you want someone to work as hard for your money as you have. Raymond James Financial Advisors Jamie Sullivan and Jenny Baker specialize in doing what's right for you in your retirement years and in educating you about your investments. If you'd like a fresh, objective, and thoughtful second opinion, contact Jenny or Jamie at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange SIPC. Life well planned.
Well, we are at the half right now. Paoli, they are enjoying the way things are going. 49-0 the score. Paoli out in front of Crawford County. Looking at first half stats as far as yardage gained is concerned, Paoli with 264 total yards in that first half of play, 255 of it on the ground and 9 as a result of throwing the football. Leading the way, Dane Padgett, he had just 5 carries in the first half, but totaled 114 yards. A couple of big runs for touchdowns to start before Crawford County was able to finally kind of corral him a couple of times. Then Tyler Hannon, he runs it 6 times, gained 66 yards, had a big touchdown carry of 46 yards in those 6 carries. Justin Thornton, he carried it 3 times and gained 64 yards. He had a 55-yard touchdown run in that first half of play. And then Cooper Spires actually forgot to put down his 30-yard touchdown run at the end of the half, so that's going to give him 41 yards rushing in the first half and give Paoli a total of 285 on the ground now and make it 294 as far as total yardage. As far as the passing is concerned, have Spires 1 out of 2 on the night. That one completion, good for 9 yards, and it went to Colton Beckley. So again, 285 yards rushing, 9 yards passing, a total of 294 yards of offense in the first 2 quarters for Paoli. Well, we're going to flip the page when we come back, go over to the Crawford County side of things. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7, or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Well, the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues. Paoli way out in front, leading Crawford County right now 49-0. As the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we flip the page over to the Crawford County side of things, and a much different story as compared to Paoli. Paoli with nearly 300 yards of offense in the first half. Crawford County limited to just 25 total yards in the first two quarters. You look at individual totals, and starting out, it looked like Crawford County was going to give Paoli quite the battle, because their first couple of plays, first three maybe, they were going for 12, 10, 8, that sort of thing. But then Paoli kind of caught on to what they were doing and started shutting things down like you wouldn't believe. I mentioned that earlier in the half that Caden Messer, his first carry was for 12 yards, but he finishes the first half with just 29 on 10 attempts. So Paoli knocks that average down to just under 3 yards per carry. Brody Fish, he was doing a good job early as well, had 13 yards on 2 carries, but then he finished the first half with a total of 6 yards. Paoli had a couple of big sacks on him and also started limiting his running out of that quarterback spot. So 8 carries gains just 6 yards for Fish out of that quarterback spot. Next on the list, Luke Copeland. He carried it 3 times in the first half, but lost 11 yards on those 3 carries. Paoli limits him. There were 2 carries. One was for -6, and another was for -8, sandwiched around a 3-yard gain. The only other player to carry the ball in the first half for Crawford County was Tanner Chumley, as he carried it once and gained 1 yard. Passing attack for Crawford County, just 1 pass attempt. It fell incomplete, so no yards passing for the Pack so far tonight. So again, add it all up, 25 yards of total offense for Crawford County, all of that on the ground. As far as Paoli is concerned, 285 yards of rushing offense, 9 yards of passing offense, a total of 294 in that first half of play. Well, you add that much up, and you get a one-sided battle in favor of Paoli, and it's showing on the scoreboard as well, as it's now a 49-0 Paoli lead here at the half. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at some of the team stats from first half action. You're listening to Rams Football on Mix 95.3.
Craving bold flavors and a fiesta for your taste buds? Come to El Compadre Mexican Restaurant, now open at their brand new location in Paoli at 300 East Main Street. For sizzling fajitas to cheesy enchiladas and the best Mexican food around, it's a flavor-packed party you won't want to miss. Visit us in Paoli or check out our other locations in West Baden, Orleans, Mitchell, Bedford, and now Palmyra. El Compadre, where the flavor is as bold as the fun. Open Monday through Thursdays and Sundays from 11 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 11 to 10 p.m.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
49-0. That's your halftime score. Paoli leading Crawford County as the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues. We're ready to take a look at some of the team stats from first half action. And honestly, not a whole lot of first downs on either side of the ball. Paoli had so many big runs for touchdowns, that kind of negates what would be first downs. In Crawford County, they just didn't move the ball well enough to get very many first downs. You look at the totals, got Paoli for 5 first downs in the half, all as a result of running the football, whereas Crawford County, they've got 3, 2 as a result of running it, and 1 as a result of a penalty. Third down conversion attempts, Paoli went for it on third down 3 times, converted on 2 of those. Crawford County, 7 times they had it in a third down situation, and they were unsuccessful on each of those attempts. As far as the turnovers are concerned, did not have any turnovers in the first half. I had only 1 fumble, and that was actually Paoli that put it on the ground early, but they were able to get back on top of it, and so did not have any turnovers in the first half. As far as fourth down conversions, Paoli did not face they faced 1 fourth down in that first half and were successful on that 1 attempt. And Crawford County, they went for it on fourth down 3 times and were successful just once. Penalties, only 2 of them in the first half, 1 on Paoli for 15 yards. The one against Crawford County was a 10-yard holding penalty, and that played a pretty big part in ending the drive that they had going against that Paoli defense. Scores by the quarters. Paoli was up after 1, 27-0. Paoli puts 22 more points up on the board in the second half. Shut out Crawford County in the second quarter as well, and that gets us to a 49-0 score here at the half. Well, Paoli back on the field, Crawford County back on the field. That means it's about time for the Ram Report. We're just about ready for second half action. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
We continue the Whitfield Investments halftime report with our Ram report. Taking a look at Rams football this past week, the junior high defeated Scottsburg last night, 44-18. The JV earlier in the week shut out Mitchell, 38-0. In youth league, 5th and 6th grade down Perry Central, while the 3rd and 4th grade team lost to Perry Central. On the tennis court, the Rams defeated North Harrison to start off the week and 5-0 and end the season with a school record 17-1 record. However, the Rams fall in the opening match at the Lagodi Sectional to Bar Reeve 5-0. Junior high tennis, they beat Salem 5-0, and they finished their season undefeated, the first time ever, at 7-0. On the volleyball court, the Rams went 3-1 in a tournament last weekend, picking up wins over South Central, Clarksville, and Switzerland County. Then during the week, they fell to Northeast DuBois 3-1, Orleans 3-0, and Springs Valley 3-0. JV volleyball lost to Northeast DuBois but beat Orleans before falling to Springs Valley. Junior high volleyball, the 7th grade lost to Springs Valley but beat West Washington, and the 8th grade defeated Springs Valley. Cross country at the Bedford Invitational, Cooper Lane posted a time of 21:10, and Alba Miranda Aristo 30.54. Then the Rams runners participated this week in the Crawford County Little 4 meet. Cooper Lane a time of 20.55, Billy Apple a 25.15, and Alba at 31.16. And a reminder that the volleyball sectional draw coming up this weekend on Saturday evening. Our colleague Greg Rakestraw will have that information for you. You can follow it on ihsatv.org. And that'll bring it in to our Ram report here in week number 7 of the high school football season as Paoli gets ready for second half play, leading Crawford County 49-0. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cowcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cowcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cowcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Whitfield Investments, give us a call today at 812-203-2445 to learn more how he can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. For the Rams, it was a big first half. Now see if they can continue that to play here in this second half and maybe pick up their second shutout of the season.
Yeah, and the toughest thing is just going to be maintaining that focus. You know, you're up 49-0. You know you're going to have a running clock the entire second half. But you want to come out and continue to play well. Don't take any steps backwards. Don't create any bad habits in the process of doing that. If you do that, Paoli will be pretty happy with the results here tonight.
As Copeland and Stevenson drop back to receive the kick, as Paoli will get it started here. And once again, teeing it off will be Alvaro Gavina. Alvaro, some great kicks here in this first half. Still got to work on that operation of the field goal here. That may come in handy down the road here in a couple of weeks in postseason play.
Yeah, you would think just with all the extra points that have been kicked this year that he'd be settled in, but for some reason you got that mental block that you got to kick it a little flatter.
And the ball kicked in the middle of the field, picked up by Copeland inside the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20, lowers his head, and brought down near the 23-24-yard line. As once again leading the way for the Rams, Landon Smith, number 59, for the Paoli kickoff coverage. And it'll be Crawford County to start things off here in this third quarter of play. Brody Fish will be your quarterback, Cade Messer the fullback, Luke Copeland at one slot, Carter Stevenson at the other. We'll see Cam Pritchard at one of the split ends. Also, Tommy Barron has been moved around. Connor Morgan, Isaac Adams, Miller Crocker at center, along with Caleb Tosh and Samuel Reidner along that offensive line here for the Pack to start things off. As the Rams defense has it, again, 1st and 10, all at the Wolfpack 25-yard line. As Fish will go under center. As they go to the flex bone, they overloaded on the right side, and Fish got to go to the left side. He's got running room on the misdirection to the 40, to the 45. Can they get an angle on him? He's at the 40, cuts back inside, breaks one tackle, another tackle at the 35, and finally brought down inside the 25 at the 22-yard line. As Crawford County kind of did what Paoli does. They overload that one side with the unbalanced line, but Fish able to get the edge on that right side and finally scamper down that left sideline. Colton Beckley finally able to corral him, but not before the biggest play of the night for the Wolfpack. They have it 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, Paoli looks like they've got some of the cleaner jerseys out there right now playing on the defensive side of the ball. Crawford County able to take advantage of that with their biggest play of the night, a 56-yard gain.
1st down and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. Fish under center out of the flex bone offense. Gets a snap, going to hand it off. Messer tries running up the middle, but nothing there. Dom Garcia able to make the tackle for the Rams. We see Garcia, Paget in there along with Ross along that initial line of scrimmage. Thornton, Hannon, Robbins, and Case are linebackers. Walls and Beckley at the corners, Cunningham and Spires in the secondary here to start this. Now we see the Rams start to work in. We see number 6, Bryson Burkhead, in that secondary for Paoli, along with number 8, Gunnar Smith.
Yeah, at that point of the season where if you can give your guys some rest, you're going to do that in game situations especially. That's what Paoli will do the rest of the night with the majority of their best players, let's say.
Power formation out of the flex bone. No gain on the play. Here's the option. Toss it back to Messer. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Looks inside now, back outside. Gets inside the 15 down near the 11 or 12-yard line. Smith coming up for that tackle along with Trey Robbins, number 30, on a nice pickup at the 11-yard line. So 7 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a long 3.
And Paoli had a shot at him in the backfield, but he kind of shrugged that one off and then went forward, took on 2 defenders. They were able to kind of hang on as he delivered the blow and got forward for a nice gain. Brings up a 3rd and 4 now.
4-down territory for sure, as Brody Fish brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Again, broke that big run of over 55 yards. Unbalanced line to the left side, and the Rams now adjust on their defense. As Fish comes down, here's the counter play to the right side, handed off to the big fullback. That's Caden, actually the lineman, that's Caden Jones, number 55. Actually going to be 66, Connor Morgan. So Morgan's run it a couple of times here this season, and that time he got it on the counter. He's 6 foot 230 and a senior. Normally starts at the left tackle, but with that overload in the shift, they were able to move him back to that slot position.
Yeah, nice play that time as he came across. Looked like he knew what he was doing with it when he got there. And that is the first time tonight that Crawford County has been successful on a third down try. They're now 1 of 8.
Go back to the unbalanced line to the left side. Fish goes under center. Messer in the backfield. Going to turn, going to pull it out, going to keep it, turns up the left side. Fish gets close to the end zone, but going to be short by a yard or two. Rams do a nice job of collapsing near the goal line to keep Fish from out of the end zone. Garcia in there on the tackle for Paoli's defense, right in the middle of that line. Also in there, number 52 for Paoli, Lucas Schinkel, and it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2.
Paoli defensively just needs to stand up in the middle. Everybody's in tight.
Go to that power flex bone formation. Under center is Brody Fish. He's going to keep it, tries to go right up the middle, but veers to his left, and they're going to say that he is in. So Fish able to run it in from 2 yards out on the quarterback keeper on the 2-yard touchdown run to give Crawford their first points of the night here on senior night, coming with 7:11 to go in the third quarter of play to make it a 49-6 ball game. And the Wolfpack, they go for 2, and they will have their offense back out on the field.
Now, that time, the line more or less collapsed to the inside. Fish somehow popped free out on the left side and was able to get around the end there. Got a little push from behind and was able to get in for the score.
Go to the flex bone, overload the right side, but a couple of big linemen out on the tight end spots. Under center is Fish. He's going to hand it off to Messer. Messer tries to step into the end zone. He's twisting and turning, and no signal yet. Looks like the Rams are able to do the job. Denied at the line of scrimmage on the run by Messer as he is held out of the end zone. Again, Garcia, Padgett, and Baker up there along that front wall, and the Messer run is no good, and that'll keep it at a 49-6 ball game. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Crawford County able, with their first possession of the second half, to get down for a touchdown, thanks in large part to that big run on the part of the quarterback Fish. Got them down there in striking range, and a few plays later, they're in for the score. Score update as far as Springs Valley is concerned, they are now up 12-0. That game now at halftime as they lead Tecumseh.
Rams here, ready to receive the kickoff. Some unfortunate news for Crawford County. One of their starting seniors, Caden Jones, who goes both ways, is on the bench. Apparently an upper body injury. Saw him go down on a tackle in that first half. I don't know if he got rolled on his shoulder or what, but with the score the way it is, no reason to put him back in and jeopardize his future any further. Fish will kick it off. He tried an onside kick the first time, does it again, and it's going to be smothered by the Rams at the 48-yard line. And rolling around there on the field for Paoli, and coming up with it for the Rams will be Chase Case, and the Rams will have it at great field position near midfield at their own 48-yard line.
Looked for a second like he was playing hot potato with himself, trying to find the ball, not get rid of it. He couldn't put a handle on it there for a while.
See how the Rams come out here in their offense. Looks like Justin Thornton will be the quarterback for Paoli. See Max Cunningham at one of the ends. Also, looks like a Baker, Scholl, Garcia, Schinkel, and Smith going to be in there at least for this opening drive. Robbins, will be your fullback at 1st and 10 out of the flex bone. 2 receivers to the left side of the field. Thornton puts a man in motion. That's Case to the left side. Comes down, hands it off to Robbins. Trey, big running room across midfield. Being brought down in Crawford County territory. Good one-on-one tackle there. Made by the inside linebacker Messer, and it's going to be a gain of 4 on the play, make it second down at 6. So we go from the 148 to the other 48.
And just kind of flip-flop sides of the field there. Robbins, good strong run. Got it up the middle. And one of the things, when you go to a backup quarterback and whatnot, you halfway expect some of the cadence to give the players fits where you're going to get false starts. Let's see if Paoli improves on that this week over last week.
Second down and 6, man in motion to Case. Now they're going to come down the right side. The ball is fumbled. Thornton gets it. Now he pitches it back to Albertson, and Albertson going to be brought down by Messer for a loss near the 45-yard line of Paoli. That had trouble written all over it from the snap of the football, and the big key there was the fact the Rams didn't turn it over.
Yeah, and they did everything but that. A loss of 8 on the play as Albertson brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. He's probably looking at Thornton now saying, why'd you throw it to me? They had me covered. You were at least 5 yards further upfield, but they bring Albertson down for the loss of 8.
It'll be third down and 13 for the Rams back at their 45-yard line. Thornton goes under center out of the flex bone formation, puts Albertson in motion to the right side, going to toss it to Derrick. Derrick jukes inside, outside, across midfield to the 45, or close to the 46, I should say. Actually going to drive him out of bounds before then. He gets to the 49-yard line, close to 5 on the play, and the Rams will have it 4th down and 7.
Got back most of what was lost on the previous play. That brings up 4th and long and a kicking situation for Paoli. And it looks like maybe Hannon will come on, and he will be the one to put the toe to it. He'll do that somewhere around his 38-yard line.
First punt of the night for the Rams. Fish will go back deep to receive this punt. Rams get finally everybody out there to have 11 on the field. Padgett will be your long snapper out of this formation. Good snap, ball back, and Hannon boots a high end-over-end kick. Fish is going to let it hit, takes a Rams roll inside the 10 and going to be down at the 7-yard line. Dane Padgett right there at the center, quickly down there, does his job, and pins Crawford back deep inside their 10 with 1:20 to go here in the third quarter of play.
It didn't take Crawford County very long to get their last score, had that big play mixed in. Of course, some of the younger defensive players out there, let's see if maybe they aren't a little more responsibility sound on this possession.
Rams defense now, let's see if they can hold them back at the 9-yard line, will be the Crawford County Wolfpack. It's like they may get one play off here in this quarter. The play clock yet to start rolling, and now they will with 25 seconds and 51 seconds on the game clock. Second possession of this third quarter, the Wolfpack took it down the first time 75 yards. The score, but again, 57 of that was on one carry by Fish, the quarterback. They go to the unbalanced line to the right side, and Fish on a counter play. Give it off once again to the big man, Connor Morgan, number 66. He's going to be ridden down from behind out near the 14-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. He's a big young man at a big load to bring down that time. And finally the Rams were able to corral him. And trying to look over there who comes up with it. Might be Wyatt Baker on that tackle. That should be the final play of the quarter. And with that, actually Justin Thornton on that tackle. Officially gain of 4, make it second down and 6.
Yeah, you got to be a big kid to bring that big kid down.
Thornton got to quickly go off the field to play. Hopefully the Rams still have 11 out there. Nope, now they're going to bring him back in. But fortunately, play clock runs down, and that'll be your third quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. The end of 3, Paoli 49, Crawford County 6. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cowcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cowcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cowcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Well, 3 quarters in the books, and Paoli still with a big lead, a little bit smaller than what it was at halftime. Right now it stands at 49-6. Paoli on top by 43 as we get ready for fourth quarter action. Crawford County, last few plays that they've run, basically the same thing. They overload the line of scrimmage to one side or the other, and they're looking at getting Connor Morgan the football on a counter. Been successful a couple of times, has gained 13 yards and helped them get down for the touchdown, the last possession they had.
See Lincoln Campbell coming in for the Rams in their secondary, and also 61 Dakota Hopper, one of the outside linebackers. Fish will bring him up for the first play of this first quarter. It'll be second down at 5 at the 14. Comes down the left side, going to toss it back. Coming out of the backfield across the 20, and the Rams gang tackle at the 25-yard line. Messer on the carry, the fullback on the toss sweep. Again, quickly over there, Albertson on the tackle for the Rams. Joined out there by number 52, Lucas Schinkel. And it'll be a first down, though, for Crawford County out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Messer now, 13 carries on the night, 46 yards. Had that one big carry to start the game. Paoli got after him defensively after that. So he's starting to pick it up a little bit right now with the 46 yards gained.
First down and 10 for the Wolfpack, just getting started here in the fourth quarter. Running clock, Rams up 49-6. Option goes to the right side. Fish going to keep it, cuts back up the middle of the field, but going to be brought down from behind. A nice play that time by big number 74, Tyler Ross, who did a good job of holding on to the elusive Fish as he tried to make that cut back, but still a nice gain out to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, holding on, that's the operative word. He just kind of grabbed a hold of him, didn't really have a chance to hit him, but you did have a chance just to kind of grab him and shut it down as now Crawford County faces a 2nd and 3.
Rams can make some changes along that defense out of the flex bone offense. Going to come down the left side of the line, toss it back to Messer. He fumbled it. He has to go down. Still loose on the play, and there's a couple of flags being flying in, and the Rams come up with it. If they get to keep it, Gunnar Smith comes up with that fumble recovery. I don't know if they were flags were just throwing down to mark the football or if there were some actual penalties on the play.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. The flags were thrown more toward the middle of the field where you would expect something along the lines of a holding. Evidently, Paoli got the news that they wanted, and it was good news because the defense is going off of the field, and that will be a turnover against Crawford County.
This coming with just under 10 minutes to go. See how they call out this particular penalty and where the spot will be for the Rams offense to start this drive. But they're hustling in. They want to play.
Yeah, they're ready to go. The clock's running. We need to get out here and get some plays. They're telling the officials, hey, if we got the ball, just spot it down. We'll take it right where it is.
Yeah, we like this field position no matter where it's going to be.
Holding against Crawford County is the signal, and Paoli, of course, will decline that and take the ball where it's at.
Looks like the official spot's going to be at the 30-yard line, explaining the situation to the Crawford County coaching staff. Well, now we see
Paoli's switching things up. All right.
Looks like the defense is coming back out on the field, so
okay.
Apparently, I don't know. They're going to take the penalty, apparently.
Okay.
They would take the football unless they called it down maybe when he went down and covered it.
Yeah.
When he went down, he had his knee down and covered it, so apparently no fumble at all, and just goes down as a down, a loss of down and a penalty. It'll be third down, all marked all the way back to the 20-yard line. Well, actually between the 20 and 21-yard line. It'll be third down and 14 here for Crawford County.
And the good news was during the whole discussion, the clock was continuing to roll down. We're now down to 8.5 minutes left in the ball game.
Fish brings him out of the huddle, goes to that flex bone again. the numbers there don't have a lot of people to put in, so that's why we keep saying the same names and numbers here for Crawford County, even though they did have 8 seniors honored before tonight's game on senior night. Fish going to drop back to pass, looking to his right. He's going to heave it downfield. The Rams turn around. It's a jump ball, but it's over the head of Copeland at the 45-yard line. It falls incomplete. Rams had pretty good coverage back there, but Copeland's a hard man to cover because he's 6'2" and 175.
Yeah, out there, and he was open initially, just kind of had to wait on the football to get there. They only got a couple of defenders back there just to distract him more than anything, and the ball does fall incomplete.
Keeps the clock rolling with 7:40 to go in the ball game. Rams lead it on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, 49-6. Third down and 15 is what we're calling it at the 21-yard line. Crawford's 21-yard line. They have the ball here as Fish breaks him out of the huddle. Now has a word with Messer before he walks up under center. Again, go to that unbalanced line to the right side. Back to pass. Fish looking to his right, steps up, fires it out in the flat, and it's going to be caught. Messer comes up with it, breaks a tackle at the 30, still on his feet at the 35, cuts back up at the 40, and finally brought down at the 43-yard line. So Fish to Messer, and good yards after the catch for Messer, even though the Rams had a couple of cracks at him. Finally, Lincoln and Campbell in there on the tackle, but a big play for the Wolfpack to get them out of the shadow of their end zone with under 7 minutes to go. And that'll be 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Messer, when he got a hold of that football, didn't have any help around him, was surrounded by about 3 or 4 Paoli players, able to kind of shrug a couple of those off before the hustling defense getting back was able to kind of get him corralled and bring him down.
1st down and 10 at the 43 of Crawford. On the option, toss it back to Messer, comes to the left side. Oh, he lowers his shoulder and runs over one defender, but they hold on to the Rams, and they'll bring him down after a gain of close to 6 at the 43, 44-yard line. In there, 62, Wyatt Lowe was the guy that got stood up, but boy, he held his ground in fine fashion, and then his teammate Dakota Hopper came over to help him out. It'll be a gain of 5, make it 4 on the play, call it 2nd down at 6. Ball at the 47-yard line for Crawford County.
Yeah, coaches in the film review will point to that play and say, boys, this is why you stay low. You don't want to get hit like that. You want to be the low man that wins that battle.
2nd down and 6, unbalanced line to the right side. Come down the right side, hand it off to Messer, cuts back to his left, and Albertson able to get him up high and throw him down near midfield. Going to be a gain of close to 3 on the play, as the Rams defense stops him short of a 1st down. And it will be 3rd down at midfield, 3rd down and 3 for the Wolfpack. Again, clock rolling. Will be under 5 minutes to go whenever the next play is snapped.
Another 3rd down for Crawford County, the 10th time that they've gone for it on 3rd down tonight. Converted just twice, but they've got an excellent opportunity here with it just being 3rd and 3.
Louise Hall, number 46, comes in on 3rd down and 3 out of the flex bone offense. Fish under center, option to the left side. He's going to keep it, burst up to the 45, to the 40, cuts back to the middle of the field, and gang tackling there finally throws him to the turf. It'll be Justin King, number 56, the freshman, along with Derek Albertson. But another 1st down for the Wolfpack as they continue this drive now into Rams territory. Ball at the 38-yard line of Paoli.
And Paoli giving up some yards right now, but the score very much in their favor at 49-6. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game as Crawford County kind of grinding things out. This was one of those keys to the ball game where Paoli just didn't want them to grind it out when it was a competitive ball game and keep possession of it or keep it away from Paoli's offense.
1st down and 10, unbalanced line to the left side. Single setback Messer. Here comes that counter play to the big man Connor Morgan, and Morgan from left to right, able to move the pile forward down near the 31-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the play. In there on the tackle for the Rams, once again, Justin King, number 56. We've seen the big guy run it a couple of times and does a nice job once he's able to get square to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 3rd time that he's carried it. 21 yards is what he's gained, so a healthy average of 7 yards per attempt. And they've been kind of mixing that play in. I think that's one that they may want to go to a little more often.
2nd down and 2, ball just shy of the 30-yard line. Go to the flexbone offense. Messer, the lone setback behind the quarterback, Brody Fish. Handed off to Messer over the right side, cuts back to the left. Now he tries to come outside again. Pursuit going to be there and finally knock him out of bounds. Cade Walls there near the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of close to 9 on the play, and that'll be another set of downs here for this Crawford County offense with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the ball game. Rams on top, 49-6.
Crawford County now with 9 first downs on the night. Got another one there. You look at Paoli's total, and they've just got 6. And now Crawford County, they're going to take a timeout with 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
Rams on top, 49-6. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Now 3 minutes exactly left in the ball game. Paoli up on top, 49-6. Crawford County is pretty well controlled the second half of play with the running clock. Paoli, I think, has just had the one possession.
Correct.
Crawford County, this is their second, and they are driving it against this Paoli backup unit as far as the defense is concerned. Being methodical, let's say, they're picking it up decent chunks, 7-8 yards at a time. Sometimes Paoli's defense has been able to come up with a stop for less yardage than that. Right now, getting pushed back a little bit, see if that defensive unit can stand up to the Crawford County starters.
Bring that unbalanced line to the left side again. A couple extra linemen on the end of the line of scrimmage. Messer, the single setback. Fish is under center on first down and 10 for the Wolfpack. Near the red zone, handed off to Messer, bounces outside, cuts back inside. Rams gang tackle him as he gets down to the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 on the play. Once again in there, Dakota Hopper from that outside linebacking spot to bring him down. And it's going to be second down and 3 for the Wolfpack. Ball right at the 15-yard line.
Yards starting to add up for Messer. He's now got 18 carries on the night for 64 yards. Limited to 29 in the first half, so he's had a good second half.
Go to the unbalanced line to the right side. Messer single setback. Fish will go under center. That's the sophomore Miller Crocker snapping the ball. Comes to the left side. On the option, here's Fish, cuts back inside, but Derek Albertson, a nice one-on-one tackle, held his lane there, brought him down at the 9, and that should be enough for a first down, a pickup of close to 6, and it'll be first and goal at the 9-yard line for the Crawford County Wolfpack with under 2 minutes to go in the ball game.
First down starting to add up for Crawford County. They've now got 10 on the night, and they've got it first and goal against that Paoli defense. Minute 45 to go in the ball game as they break the huddle.
This drive started back on the Crawford County 9-yard line and now have moved it to the Paoli 9-yard line. In unbalanced line to the left side, Fish, a little counter play coming over is the big number 66, Morgan. Morgan just carries defenders. Does he get into the end zone? No signal yet. Going to come up just short at the 1-yard line. So Morgan, the 6', 230-pound lineman, turned running back here, an H-back, so to speak. And quickly it's going to be second and goal from the 1. Hurry-up offense with 1:10 to go in the ball game. Fish will bring him up to the line of scrimmage. He's just going to keep it, and he will walk in from 1 yard out. As Fish will have his second touchdown of this half. This one a 1-yard touchdown run for the Crawford County Wolfpack. That'll cut the lead down to 49-12, coming with 59 seconds to go here in the ball game. 2-point conversion now coming up for Crawford. They were unsuccessful the last time that they went for 2 on the run. Let's see if the Rams defense can hold them one more time.
Yeah, just pretty simple. Let Fish just kind of push forward against that Paoli defensive front. He's got the big kids up there in front of him, and they were able to push the defensive line back into the end zone, and he scored easily.
Going 4-2, Fish under center, going to counter play again to the left side. Morgan, can Morgan come in? And he does. So nice drive that time. Morgan, actually that was Tosh, number 69. So Tosh able to get the 2-point conversion run. And with that gives Crawford County 14 points on the night. But the Rams, they had 49, all of them coming in the first half of play. And that'll be your ball game as the Paoli Rams come on the road tonight. Pick up a big conference win against a team that had been playing well in Crawford County. Spoiled their senior night. The Rams have now won 4 in a row. They stand 5-2 on the season and now take sole possession of second place in the PLAC with a 3-1 record. Your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard from Breeden Field. It is Paoli 49 and Crawford 14. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's seamless guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summer's seamless gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summer's Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Rams come on the road tonight in conference play against the Crawford County Wolfpacks. Set the tone early. Jump out to a quick 49-0 lead at the half to get the running clock. And Paoli, in fact, only touches the ball one time in that second half. Crawford able to get some things going against that secondary unit on the defense for Paoli and post 2 scores. And the final comes up 49-14 as we begin our post-game show brought to you by Buddy's Food and Fuel on North Gospel Street in Paoli. Well, this could be also a matchup we'll see in a couple of weeks because both these teams are in the Class 2A Sectional 46, so we'll have to wait and see here in a week or so whenever we do have the draw, which again will be a week from this coming Sunday in Class 2A Sectional 40 in high school football. So we mentioned the Rams, a big first half of play. It all started off with Dane Padgett getting things rolling, a 48-yard touchdown run just less than 90 seconds into the ball game to make it 6-0. The Gabina extra point was good. It was 7-0. The Rams defense comes out, even though Crawford got a first down, able to stop the drive at the 45-yard line. Paoli again, another big run from Dane Padgett, 34-yard touchdown run, 13-0. The Rams go for 2 after a penalty on Crawford, but the run was no good. That kept it 13-0 with 5:56 to go. Quick 3-and-out for the Pack in their second offense. Rams come back. They get it in great field position at the Crawford County 23-yard line on a nice punt return by Cade Walls. Spires, the Rams quarterback, caps it off, 10-yard touchdown run. That made it 19-0. Extra point was good. It was 20-0 with 2:45 to go in the first. Another 3-and-out for the Wolfpack offense. And on the punt, Cade Walls takes it to the house on a 47-yard punt return to the end zone. 26-0 with 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gavina's kicked good, 27-0. Crawford County, they come right back. They get a great return out to their 47-yard line. But they have a penalty, and the Rams are able to get them stopped on a 4th and 17 at the 30 on downs. Paoli gets it at their own 33-yard line. This time it's Justin Thornton with a chunk play, a 55-yard touchdown run. Made it 33-0 with 6:43 to go. Rams go for 2. Padgett's run is good over the right side, 35-0. Crawford with the ball at their own 27 on the kickoff, 3-and-out. Paoli gets it back at the Crawford 46-yard line. This time Tyler Hannon, a one-play drive, 46-yard touchdown run for the senior fullback, 41-0 with 4:35 to go. PAT was good by Navina, and that made it 42-0. Rams, again, a great job on the kickoff, pinning Crawford back to their 19-yard line, forced the Wolfpack to punt. Rams get it at the Crawford 30-yard line. They try a field goal with just a couple of seconds left to go. It is blocked, the ball on the field. Cooper Spires, the holder, able to pick it up and run it in from 30 yards out to make it 48-0. The extra point was good, and it was 49-0. Running clock in the second half, the Wolfpack, they open up with a 75-yard touchdown drive. Fish 2-yard run made it no good, or made the first score. 7:11 to go in the third. 2-point conversion was no good. It was 49-6. Rams on a 4th and 7 punt the ball away, pin Crawford back to their 9. Rams then have the defense get pushed down the field, and Fish caps it off a 1-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion by Tosh is good, and that makes it a 49-14 ball game as the Rams are victorious. We'll come back, take a look at some of the winning numbers as we continue here with the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
The Buddy's Food and Fuel post-game report continues. Head coach Neil Dittmer joins us now. Happy Coach Dittmer again. Hey, Coach, 4 in a row here. Got things going here for the Rams, and my goodness, you came out ready to play tonight.
We did. We were able to have a big punt return for a score. We were able to get the edge offensively, and our defense held really strong throughout most of that first half, and really rallied when they had some good plays and just kind of kept making plays for us. And those young guys got some reps there in the second half, and that running clock makes it go pretty quick, but overall, really good night for us.
Coach, really kind of didn't know what to expect. Crawford had been playing well, picked up 4 wins, so you really didn't know what was going to happen here tonight. But as we mentioned, you just came out and took care of business.
Yeah, and that was kind of our message to our guys. They've had a really solid season. I like my team. I like what we've been able to do and how we've grown over the last 7 weeks now. And I'll take my guys, and we'll see what can happen.
Coach, you come out and get some big chunk plays and big plays and touchdown runs here to really get the offense rolling in this first half.
Yeah, just seeing how they were playing us and kind of how we had talked all week. We thought we could have an advantage out on the edge, and that's exactly what we got early on with Dane and with Justin and guys out there, and then Tyler late in the second quarter there, just getting out there on the edge and sealing it up and making big plays.
Well, and after that, Coach, the defense, when you put them out on the field, they did a nice job. Several 3-and-outs here tonight.
Yeah, they did a nice job. That's a tough team to play. They're massive up front, and they do what they're running our offense well. They're running that flex bone really, really well. Same style stuff. It's hard to stop. You can't really be right very often. You've got to rally to the football. You got to get guys there and make sure you're tackling your guy. If you take the eye candy and you tackle the wrong guy, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And occasionally we did that, but we had guys rally behind him, and we did a nice job of making sure we had some stops there.
Crawford got a first down in that opening drive, but then, Coach, after that, you just shut them down and looked like everybody, okay, we know what we're seeing and we know what to do now.
Yeah, I think that, you're a little uncertain as you get out there and you kind of sometimes dip your toe in, and we hate when we dip our toe in the water, and luckily our guys didn't dip their toe after that. We just kind of jumped back in and got after it.
I remember last week, Coach, looking at your scouting report and on your special teams, one of the things was say, let's go up, let's catch this punt, let's run it back, let's make some things happen. And Kate had 2 really nice returns tonight and 1 for a touchdown.
Yeah, it's huge. Anytime you can, we've talked about it in the past, like the first 5 weeks or 6 weeks, we didn't catch a punt, and that's yardage that you're back behind, and every 10 yards or so is another 10, 20%. That just makes it harder on your offense to be able to score. And you went up and got those couple tonight, and had a big return, and then busted that one there in the first quarter to really kind of separate us there a little bit, and that's who he is. He can be a special player, and he's got some speed to him. And anytime those guys are in space, I like our guys.
Well, they came back, Crawford. They had a nice run back on that kickoff. And, Coach, I don't get a vote, but I think that when you have your Defensive Player of the Week, I think Alvaro might be at the top. That was a great open field tackle.
Heck yeah, it was. That kid, he wants to be out there and in on defense. He keeps asking Coach Busick to get in there in the secondary and get some reps out there. I said, you know what, you're going to tackle like that, you might as well.
Yeah, I think that was his first contact, really. Maybe
it's one of his first contact. And he had a tackle last week against Eastern Green and in secondary, but that kind of hit that's a totally different kind of hit, and you never really are sure how those guys are going to bounce back. And he popped up, and he was kind of excited about it.
Well, he was the last line of defense, so he did his job.
He did, and that's exactly what he's got to do.
Well, speaking of his job, Coach, again, a great job on his kickoffs. A couple of them, again, for a touchback tonight. And that people just don't realize how huge of a play that is.
Oh, it's so massive. Just being able to put them 80 yards away from scoring a touchdown. Yeah, and now you've got to be perfect, 8 times to be able to go down and score to, first downs and just continue to, at least keep the ball moving. And that's just so tough to do. And so anytime you can put them back in, starting at the 20 or inside the 20, it's a godsend to the defense and just makes everything so much easier for us.
Well, we had a chance for a field goal there, but again, the operation not smooth, but it ended up on a positive note with a touchdown.
Yeah, it was not smooth. We got to fix that. That's some silly business where we're not stepping down, and we rectified that, I think, there at halftime. And I would have liked to think we would have got that through, get his 3 points. But super smart play by Cooper.
Yeah.
And that's something we've talked about. It's probably been 5 or 6 weeks since we've talked about that exact situation, where if the ball is behind the line of scrimmage, we can pick it up and go. And we talk about those situations a lot, and our kids are aware of what to do. And he went and made a play and got us in the end zone. So we're plus 7 there.
That was. All right, Coach, another big first half. You're up 49-0, and you come out with that running clock. So, again, we get to see new names and numbers out on the field there in this third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's something those guys got to continue to get better at. Those young guys are obviously young coming out, but we expect no different in understanding our game plan and understanding how we want to be able to play, knowing our checks on defense and knowing how we should be blocking up front on offense and where to go. So we've got to get a little bit better in that operation. But again, it's a totally different experience for those guys, and it's really good to get them out here and get them reps in a varsity game.
A win, Coach, puts you at 5-2, and now 3-1 in conference play.
Yeah, 5-2, 3-1 in conference, sitting in a really good spot. And what I really like is we've got that 4 in a row now, and we've continued to build. And you see us, operating in a bunch of different manners. We can throw the ball, we can run the ball, we can play really stout defense, we can play some pass coverage in our defense as well. So we're really doing a much better job of being kind of steady across the board and being a little bit more multi-dimensional in everything we can do.
Well, this Rams football show goes on the road again next Friday night, Coach, in another conference game at Terry Cole Field.
Yeah, got to head to Mitchell, a short drive up north there. And to close out the conference season, you want to finish out with a win and guarantee yourself at least second place, and you never know what will happen from there.
Coach, congratulations on the win, and your 42nd in your career makes you now tied for the second most wins in Rams of football history. So congratulations.
Wow, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
We'll try to get that Bowlesmeyer guy in our sights next.
Well, we've got him linked in. I'll make sure he knows that I'm coming for him here very soon.
All right, have a great week of practice, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Dave. Go Rams. Be excellent.
Head Coach Neil Dittmer of the Paoli Rams. Again, the Rams victorious here tonight. Again, your final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James School Board. Paoli wins at 49-14. We'll continue here with our post-game show brought to you tonight and throughout the entire season by our good friends at Buddy's Food and Fuel on North Gospel Street in Paoli. You're listening to Rams football on Mix 95.3.
Need a quick bite or cold drink or fuel for the road? Head to Betty's Food and Fuel, right across from Walmart at 656 North Gospel Street in Paoli. We're locally owned and operated and open Monday through Saturdays from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 6 to 10 p.m. Enjoy competitive gas, daily food specials, a hot deli, fresh wraps, salads, and cold sandwiches. Need an ATM or lottery ticket? We have both. Find us on Facebook at Betty's Food and Fuel. For questions, call 812-203-0227. Betty's Food and Fuel, the one-stop shop.
Rams breeze to a 49-0 lead at the half, then coast home 49-14 to pick up the win in conference play. over Crawford County on the road here tonight.
Yeah, and, I was anxious to see Crawford. They'd won some ball games, wanted to see what they had going on down here, and they are better, but they've still got a little ways to go as far as being competitive with not only Paoli, but with, say, Springs Valley as well. Looking at stats as far as tonight's ball game is concerned, got Paoli for 298 total yards of offense, 289 on the ground, 9 as a result of passing the football. Breaking it down to the individual totals, Dane Padgett leads the way. Had him for 114 yards rushing, all of that in the first half, and basically all of these stats from the first half for Paoli. 66 yards rushing for Tyler Hannon on 6 carries. 64 yards rushing for Justin Thornton on just 3 carries for him. Cooper Spires, 4 carries, 41 yards on the night. And, again, all of that in the first half of play. Only 2 ball carriers in the second half for Paoli. Albertson carried it twice, lost 2 yards on those 2 carries. And Robbins, he carried it once and gained 4 yards on that 1 carry. In the passing, Cooper Spires, 1 of 2 on the night for 9 yards. That completion was to Colton Beckley for a total of 9. So 298 as far as the offense is concerned for Paoli. As far as Crawford County is concerned, they finished with 197 yards of offense on the night, had just 25 in that first half of play. So they had a good second half against that Paoli backup defensive unit. Breaking it down by the totals, they had 174 yards rushing and 23 yards passing. Brody Fish leads the way on the ground. He had 15 carries for 91 yards. Caden Messer, strong running back, he carried it 18 times and gained 64 yards for Crawford County. And the second half, Connor Morgan gets in there for 4 carries out of basically a tackle position. That's the way he runs with it, at least. He gained 29 on those 4 carries. Let's see, Luke Copeland, he carried it 3 times tonight, lost 11 yards on those carries. And Tanner Chumbley, he carried it once and gained 1 yard. As far as the passing is concerned, Fish, 1 of 3 on the night for 23 yards. That completion was good to Messer. As far as team stats are concerned, Paoli finished with just 5 first downs on the night, did not have a first down in the second half of play. Crawford County, they finished with 10 first downs, most of those after halftime. Third down conversions, Paoli 2 out of 4 on the night, Crawford County 3 out of 10. Fourth down tries, Paoli 1 for 1, Crawford County 1 out of 3. No turnovers tonight, just 1 fumble officially. Thought Paoli was going to come up with a loose ball that they did come away with, but a penalty wiped that out. Paoli fumbled it once, but was able to get back on top of that. As far as penalties are concerned, 1 against each team tonight, a 15-yarder against Paoli and a 10-yarder against Crawford County. Scores by the quarters, it was 27-0 after 1. Paoli was out in front. Paoli outscores Crawford County 22-0 in the second quarter. That got it to a 49-0 score at the half. Second half in the third quarter, Crawford County able to outscore Paoli by a margin of 6-0. Got it back to a 49-6 score after 3. Fourth quarter, Crawford County outscores Paoli 8-0. And that gets us to our final of 49-14 here tonight. Paoli victorious over Crawford County.
Well, the Rams playing some good football as we get into this second half of the regular season. And, in just a week or so, we'll be starting and taking a little bit closer look at postseason play. And Paoli, again, some work to do, but they've come a long ways already from where we saw them down at Boonville.
Yeah, really have. I tend to concentrate on line play. That was probably the biggest question coming in was how's Paoli going to do up front? Little by little, they have gotten better to the point where they were controlling the line pretty easily here tonight against Crawford County. And just otherwise, just little things that you're starting to see. The defense standing up a little more and making more stops behind the line of scrimmage. The offense has looked really good at times, especially when they can get both Padgett and Thornton outside.
Rams get 2 touchdowns on the ground from Dane Padgett as well as Cooper Spires, a big run as well from Justin Thornton and also from the fullback Tyler Hannon. And, of course, that big punt return to the house by Cade Walls, that was, one of those kind of unexpected scores that can really be a momentum change. And if the Rams can start to score on special teams, that will just make them that much more tougher game in and game out.
Yeah, it gets to the point where teams have to game plan for that. Now that they've seen Walls returning a bunch of kicks, they're going to have to game plan around that somehow.
Rams jump out 49-0 at the half, running clock in the second half. Crawford a couple of touchdowns on runs by their quarterback, Brody Fish, to make the final 49-14 here tonight. For the Wolfpack, now 4-3 on the season. This is their final home game of the regular season. They have two more games, both on the road. Next Friday night, they'll be in conference play, taking on West Washington, and then wrap up regular season play at Clarksville. And with that loss tonight, the Wolfpack fall to 2-2 in PLAC play. For the Rams, they've won 4 in a row, now 5-2 on the year, but most importantly, 3-1 in PLAC play with one conference game remaining, and that will be next Friday night as the Rams go on the road to Terry Cole Field at Mitchell to take on the Mitchell Blue Jackets. Again, a reminder that we'll have Coach's Corner coming your way on Monday night. We'll talk Rams football with head coach Neil Dittmer at 6 o'clock. Then at 6:30, it's Blackhawks Coach's Corner with head coach Jason Lowe. As always, we thank all of our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you tonight's high school football game. Our post-game show has been brought to you by Buddy's Food and Fuel on North Gospel Street in Paoli. Great job by Melissa Wall, as always, our engineer and producer back at the studio. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. Again, your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard from Breeden Field at Crawford County High School. It was Paoli 49, Crawford County 14. Good night, everybody.
This coverage of high school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Bender Lumber, Buddy's Food and Fuel, Cave and Calcar Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, El Compadre Mexican Restaurant, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, Hoosier Hardware, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County Casa, Paoli Health and Living Community, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Summer